record like
Yes.
Bard does. Apparently. I didn't know Bards did that. Chronic. What did you call it?
Well,
Chronicler?
like a chronicler, right? Because for bards, they can encourage you with their words. It doesn't have to be music all the time, right? Like they can just recite inspiring tales or something. But I feel like for her, it would be most appropriate to be a bard because she's going to be passing on your legacy. Unless she dies before you do, then that would be rather unfortunate. But
I sure would. Let's not do that.
Oh, I think everybody's here.
Ranger's not coming?
He's not online, or has been online, so I guess he's stuck again. Isn't it like, it's like, if Canada worked on a semester system, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like crunch time for him or something, so.
He said his projects were due next week, or next week.
Unfortunate.
Right. It is a, well.
Don't you all have finals or something?
The way my school works is that I mean, we have semesters, but we don't have cumulative finals. It's just like, because like we're really only learning one system per block. Like right now, right now the name of the block is Human Structure and Function 1, which is just like, it's basically like all the muscles, all the bones. It's a lot of neurology stuff, like a lot of brain things for whatever reason. But we don't do finals. We just do like, in each block, there's like 2 or 3 tests. And those are usually just whatever happened before. Or... Med school for me is actually pretty okay. Is what I'm trying to say here. Whoa! Dynasty's got a... What is...
Whoa.
That's cool. Okay. Well, in any case, this might be all of us, just for now. So, I guess we'll just get started, jumping right into it. So, you guys... That's not Christmas. That's not winter. You guys just delved into what is functionally the first layer of the Abyss, as all of you experienced this very mild nausea that sort of ran through your systems, and a couple of you had some body pains associated with it. But in your attempts to, well, in some of your attempts to sneak by, Odin just kind of announced his presence, and a couple of you were pushed out to the forefront, exposed, confused in the darkness. But first in the order is Eragon. Eragon, you are sort of shoved backwards by Isarya.
You can't see the map.
Thank you, I didn't change the map. That's on me. That's on me. Eragon, you were shoved forward by Isarya as she was stumbling in the dark, and she sort of just ran into you. And you sort of land on your butt a little bit, and you turn to the right towards this roar. And there is a large Yeti just like bearing down at you. It's got these huge fangs. Its breath smells really bad. Actually, to you, it might smell really good. Because it smells like freshly killed prey. It's got these 2 gnarly horns, and it is very menacing and very hostile. So it is your turn. What do you do? Oh, turn timers. Right. We are doing turn timers.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. Wait, so can I cast Pass Without a Trace and try to stealth, or are those 2 separate actions?
Can you use stealth as a bonus action as a druid?
I don't think... Oh, I think the only ones who can stealth as a bonus action are rogues.
Okay.
Unless Pass Without a Trace is a bonus action. Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay. You can wild shape as a bonus action.
Yeah, it's not a... Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna walk back right here. I'm gonna hide. And And then I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Okay. This again. This freaking garbage again. All right. What are you conjuring?
Oh shit. Wait, how much time do I have left?
Honestly, you're taking your action, so it's fine as long as you just go through it. As long as you know what you're doing, I'm not gonna cut you off.
Okay. Alright. So I wanna summon.
Also, I am gonna functionally say you probably won't be able to walk back. I'm sorry for that confusion because it's a very close space.
Oh no.
You're squished to the front. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna walk around.
Yes, that works. That works. You just dip behind Isarya, just crouch behind her with your hands on her shoulders.
And I'm going to summon a polar bear. And I think I can only summon one.
I believe so. If it's CR2.
Yes.
Do I already have that in here? Is the question.
Really close to the camera.
I do as wild shape. Okay, well, thankfully that means you already have control over it. Where do you summon this polar bear? Can you ping it for me, please?
I'll just place it.
Okay.
Right in front of us. Our meat shield, guys. Alright.
Yes, as you dodge behind Isarya, you outstretch your hand and you see magical fey energy flow from it as it strings together a polar bear, which roars back at this Yeti.
Alright, and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. I guess it'll be Polar Bear's turn because it moves on your turn. This will be a new turn, so you get your timer again.
Okay, so I guess I'll just let it multi-attack.
Okay. You have to click each of the attacks independently. Yeah. That just outputs that it has multi-attack, but it doesn't actually.
Wait, what? Did it happen twice?
So you did a bite and a claw, which is exactly what you need to do. Okay, so the AC. Okay, yes, you see your polar bear run up and sort of rotate its head sideways as it just chomps down on the leg of this Yeti, drawing blood for 12 piercing damage. And then sort of rears back with its right paw and just scrapes down. But the Yeti bats its arm away.
Rude. Alright, yeah, that's it.
Okay. So next up, I did lie. There are multiple Yetis. You just didn't see them, but you hear a second roar emanate from around the corner. And this Yeti just is gonna move around because it doesn't really have much space to move, but it exists, and it also just sort of roars at you from behind its larger counterpart.
Guys, fireball!
Small chungus.
Small chungus. Next up is Orzup, who looks up at you, Odin, and just sort of says, "What should I do?" And just
Stand
give her
back and do bardy things.
Okay. She is going to give you Bardic Inspiration. So, Odin, you are going to get a d6, which you can add to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And she's just gonna, I guess, she'll just back up against, she'll find like some stalagmites to hide behind, but just with enough view of the action as she starts furiously writing things down. Galadriel, you are next. You are sort of stuck behind your party. Unfortunately.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask everyone to move, I guess. Or squeeze it. Can I squeeze in between them or no?
Let's do a quick dex check. No, amidst the chaos, you're having a very difficult time weaving your way through the crowd, unfortunately. So you're sort of just stuck behind everybody.
Alright, yes. Can I summon Yoshi?
You absolutely may. So I believe you are expending a first level spell slot. Where would you like to summon Yoshi?
Just right by Flinty. And then
okay.
can I put his collar on?
Oh, yeah, we could say you've done that before, honestly. But yes, totally. Where is Yoshi? There you are. Okay. Yoshi materializes, sort of next to Flinty. Flinty, you see this small dragon dinosaur thing. It's a little shorter than you, I think. But it looks up, as it's being created, it looks up at you, Galadriel, and sensing that you have a gift for it, tilts his head.
And I put the collar on.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
It is a little big, but as you put it on, you see it sort of like shrink down until it's just a nice, very comfortable fit. And Yoshi just sort of like scratches at it a little bit, but then looks up at you, seeking approval.
Nice.
Okay. Well, considering where Yoshi is, he's also kind of stuck, but if you want him to try and go through, he can make a dex check as well.
Okay, and then I have to see a target in order to be able to put Hunter's Mark on it, right?
That is true.
Okay, just wanted to verify that. Let me get Yoshi's character sheet up here.
Mhm. Yeah, that's gonna be enough for him to squeeze through. I'll say that he's probably gonna use up all his movement to get through everybody, but you see Yoshi sort of just like very carefully weave in between stomping feet to avoid being squished. And Isarya, from underneath your legs, you feel... What is Yoshi covered in scales? What? What does Yoshi feel like, actually? I don't know if we've ever asked this. You feel a Yoshi-shaped lump sort of brush by your legs. And next to the polar bear is this dinosaur-like creature that sort of gives the most threatening growl it can.
Alright, so that uses his movement. Can I maul him? Oh no, because I'm not close enough. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna stay there. That's the end of his turn.
Sounds.
Josie,
Yes.
with leveling up, wasn't she supposed to do something with...
That's only for ranger levels.
Oh,
She leveled up in Druid, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't remember. There's something with that though, right?
There is. It's every 5 for every ranger level. So Yoshi, if she leveled up in ranger, it'd be go up by 5. And some of the other stuff would change too, but... Okay. Ganondorf, it is your turn.
Roll D6 and many attacks. Collar.
You are on the clock.
I'm gonna shove through Odin real quick. Get
Go ahead.
Polar bear.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Sure.
Okay, Odin, you are very roughly shoved aside as you bump into Isarya, rather painfully actually. And you see Ganondorf rush through this opening.
And since I have my boots on, can I fly over the polar bear towards the Yeti? Or how tall
Don't-
is this mine?
That's the thing. I don't think you have a lot of headroom here. But you know
How tall
what?
is
The
this
Yeti can...
abominable Yeti? I
No,
mean,
that's a good point. That's a good point. There's enough space for you to fly over the polar bear. Absolutely.
And I'm gonna get up next to Yeti number 1 here. And I think I'm gonna just chuck a fireball at it. Can I see the one behind it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're flying now, and you have dark vision.
Oh, I have beyond dark vision, sir. I have devil's sight. Alright, yeah. How big's the range on this? 30 feet, right?
Is that radius or diameter?
Or yeah, diameter. Oh shit, this huge. What is it?
It should say in the
Come on.
spell.
Oh, a 20-foot radius.
That's still rather large.
God.
Alright, so I'm good, but it'll hit both of these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a fireball right. Oh, whoops. Right here.
Yep, I see it. Let me make some dex throws, or dex saves, excuse me. Oh, you forgot to change your spellcasting modifier to strength for this one. Yeah.
Recast it.
Yeah, go ahead and recast it. We'll take the damage though, but I want to see what this dex save is supposed to be.
19.
What?
Oh, damn.
Strength's 27. I don't know.
I forgot
That's
about
broken.
that's.
Sorry.
Oh,
he rolled a
okay.
20.
Oh!
Oh my
Damn.
But here's what happens. So, this Yeti, I guess I wouldn't say it rolls out of the way because that doesn't really make sense given its size. But it sort of sees you chuck a fireball over its shoulder. And it turns around and braces itself as this ball expands and crashes into the sides of this mine, sending shock waves all throughout. You feel the mines rumbling beneath your feet. And you hear not one, but two pained roars. As in the distance, you see a soft light and you see another Yeti with its fur sort of burned and on fire, howling in pain. So both of the small Yetis are going to take 30, or I guess 27 fire damage, which is a significant amount actually. And the big one's gonna take 13.
Cool. And then that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Next up is the Yeti that was just revealed, who sort of just like hurriedly puts itself out. But it seems, I think for lack of a better word, scared. With your danger sense, actually, you don't sense any hostile intent, and if anything, you sense the opposite now. As this Yeti like panically starts running into a little corner. So this Yeti's gonna attempt to stealth. And probably not do too well, but let's see. Oh, well, rolled a 20, which beats all of your passive perceptions. So this Yeti just runs into one of the shafts out of sight. Wheelie, it is your turn.
So if I want to move here, which is like, how much feet is it? That's like 10.
You'd have to push through a couple of people as well.
Yeah, so
I believe you're currently stealth. I believe you and you alone are stealth as well, so you're like in stealth right now.
So then, I guess, how do I want to do it? I guess, can I just like slide through people and the Yeti and just try to get through here?
Make a dex check real quick.
You said this Yeti was panicking, right?
Or... the one that ran away is the big one is not, but the smaller one is. So Wheelie, when Ganondorf pushed Odin aside, you sort of just like jumped through the opening that was created and did a small roll. And you run, I guess, under Ganondorf because he's flying, right? So why don't you move your token to your, yes, okay. So you run up like next to this large Yeti.
But that would be 25 feet moved. I'm not gonna stab it.
Yes. Okay, go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
Double advantage.
I don't.
No, he didn't attack with the melee. I forgot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. A 28 will do it. Yeah. So you like slide under this minecart, and right as this fireball subsides, you just like reach out and jump out, and you just drag a knife. You dig it into the Yeti's thigh and just drag it down and out. 28, 32 damage. As Yeti blood begins gushing from a severed artery.
Okay.
And it howls in pain.
Can I fit through these like small mines, or?
Yes, these small tunnels in the side you can fit through.
Okay, so how much feet can I move? That would be...
What are you doing, baby?
I'll move 15 feet and I'll stealth.
Right. Yes, go ahead and make a stealth check with...
Hey. What are you doing?
Just roll with advantage. I don't think you need double advantage, honestly, because you're probably going to stealth anyways. Yeah, okay, you're stealth.
I love you.
Yeah, and then Wheelie just dashes out of sight, and you all sort of lose sight of him. Okay, Odin, you are next.
All right. Quick clarification. The Bardic Inspiration, do I need to roll that before my rolls or after?
It can be after you see your result, but I think it has to be before the DM decides the effects.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like, after you roll your d20, then you can say, I want to add Bardic Inspiration, but it has to be before I announce, like, if you failed a check or if you failed an attack or whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna go right in front of this Yeti and chop at his knees.
Alright, yes. The Yeti currently is facing away from you, so you're sort of aiming for the back of its knees. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I think that white thing in the middle there is the pit.
And I want to say, like, what just happened was that, like, steam sort of picked up from the ice that was vaporized, and through the steam bursts forth Odin, and just, like, goes for a strike at the Yeti's leg.
So can I use my Bardic Inspiration on that?
Yes, you absolutely may. Go ahead and roll a d6. Okay. And this actually reminded me, there was something I did want to announce. I remember what the thing I forgot yesterday was. On a tie now, for attacks, it'll go to the attacker, because that's... I was reading through it, and it made sense given AC values. So basically, if somebody has to roll to meet a value, a tie goes to the roller, if that makes any sense. That being said, a 15 is just going to hit, so you're very, very lucky. And you cleft your rail splitter into the back of this Yeti's knee. And do you aim for? I want to say you aim for the other leg, the one that Willie didn't go for, and you see this Yeti just sort of drop to his knees on the ground as both of its legs have been taken down.
Perfect. Now I want to shield bash him in the back.
Okay. Okay, yes. Your favorite move. That's a save. We need to check.
Shit.
That's okay. I think regardless, that's not gonna work, but after you slash into its leg, you just sort of, like, whack your shield into its back, and you are surprised at the Yeti's heft.
Alright, I'm gonna swing again. Center mass.
Alright. And that absolutely hits as your axe just makes another slash across the Yeti's back for 9.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Isarya, it is your turn. You just watched Odin sort of dash out from behind you and, like, burst through the steam as the steam sort of clears. And you see a large Yeti on its knees back facing towards you. Beyond this larger Yeti is a smaller one that is panicking as it sort of snuffs out its own fur on fire. What do you do?
I don't want to kill them. What if
you hear Flinty say this out loud? Does anybody respond?
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, Isarya. I don't know why I said Flinty.
You don't want to kill the Yetis? Why?
I mean, what if they're sentient beings?
Everything's sentient.
What if we just need to walk past them?
Be my guest.
Have you smelt their breath lately?
Fireball!
Oh my
Fireball! Fireball!
I don't know. I guess when we were walking in, did they... I guess I should have asked this yesterday, but we did running really late on time. Did they, I mean, fuck.
There is a dead body.
Sorry, I'm just fixing an audio problem.
I'm just gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
What if that's its baby?
That dead body over there?
Everyone's someone's
which
baby.
Which one
over
are you
it.
firebolting?
The big one.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing this. Well, you know what? It's fine because we're in combat, so technically I don't have to be recording any of this. But I'll fix this later when we're not in combat. I don't think we have to be recording this. My OBS is not picking up the right source. That's fine. Okay. So yes, you toss a fireball at the back of this one, and you sort of just like, this is a hefty firebolt, and it just sort of like smack in the back. And you see fire spread from the impact out around for 14 damage. And you see it actually exposes the skin underneath the fur as it sort of crisps up, for lack of a better word.
Yikes. Yeah, and I'm just gonna move towards the back of the group. I'm gonna use my Hafling nimbleness to move between people.
Sounds good.
So I'll move back by whatever her name is, our squire.
Orza?
Orza. Yep.
Okay.
And that will be it.
Flinty, it is your turn.
I'm gonna jump up and down and be like, what the heck is happening? And I'll be like, all of you move! And then I'm gonna use my Mantle of Inspiration, which can do 4 people, so it'll be the 4 I see. Galadriel or Isarya and Eragon will be like, get the hell out of my way!
Alright, all of you get 8
You can move.
temporary hit points, and Flinty has, I wouldn't say asked you nicely to move, but...
What are we fighting? I can't see anything!
I want to say, okay, yeah, so even if you don't use your reaction, I'm going to say canonically, they give you room to walk by as you sort of given them this, like, shot of adrenaline. But if you want, you can use your reaction to move. Okay.
Okay. Is Orza going anywhere? No?
She's already hiding behind, like, some stalagmites. I guess she'll shuffle forward a little bit along that. And as you run by, you can hear her say, like, I need to get you to teach me how to do that someday.
Oh, with time. Actually, you gotta join the College of Glamour. Best college. Okay, I'll move 20. I don't know, can I move here? 20?
Yeah, of course.
And then, can I use my musket to shoot, like, any loose rocks above the Yeti?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. Just make an attack roll with the musket. I really like that. 14, you definitely hit your target because it's just gonna go stationary. Okay, yeah, there's like a large...
Stalactite.
Yes?
Site.
I don't know. But you shoot forward, and sort of what happens, like, immediately is that some, like, loose snow just sort of, like, plumps on your head. But as this shot just rings out throughout this cavern, and you see this huge spike come falling down from the ceiling. Let's say it does, I don't know, 2d10? Okay, so you see this sort of, just like crash on the Yeti's head as it shatters. And the Yeti, let's go ahead and have him make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, it does 12 bludgeoning damage, and then you kind of see the Yeti just gives like a low moan, and then it just like falls face first on the ground. It has been knocked out.
Guys, I did something.
Good job.
Next up is the Yeti that is out, who I guess is going to make another Constitution saving throw. No, that's kind of boring, because it just happened. Okay, so this Yeti loses its turn. Eragon, you just saw this huge like rock from the ceiling fall on this Yeti's head, and it's just kind of drooling on the ground. What do you do?
Wait, this one right here?
Yeah, the big one.
Okay, let's see. So, does he look like he's almost dead? Like, what does he look like?
I mean, he looks pretty bad.
Okay. I guess I'll just cast... Oh. I'll cast Moonbeam on it. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the d20. It's going to make the save with disadvantage, I believe. It does save, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's 2d10, not d20, sorry.
Oh. I mean, isn't that the same thing?
Not really. Just roll the 2d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, it didn't hit.
It does hit. He just
it
saves,
does?
so he takes half damage. Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't really know how this works because you're in an enclosed area. But I guess this like beam of pale light just sort of shoots through the ceiling, and hits I don't really know what radiant damage looks like. But yeah, I mean Yeti's hit for 6. And sort of.
Could I put it? I didn't actually mention where to cast it though. Could I like cast it in between these two? Or
Absolutely. Let me make another save.
Okay.
That one passes as well. So okay, they're both hit for 6. And the big one wakes up, but it is on the ground. You can see it's actually panting. It looks like it's not very good. Okay. And
All
then...
Right. And then, my polar bear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you so quiet today? I'm gonna boost you.
Is this better, or? No.
I mean, I just turned you up, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You have advantage on both of those attacks as well.
Oh, okay. I'll just cast it again.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so how much is that? That's 23 total damage. Okay, so yeah, you just sort of, this bear just sort of now sort of stands up and does that, like, you know, that Celine's web thing. But it just mauls this Yeti. And you see one of the Yeti's horn just cracks off as there's, like, blood that trickles down its head. It looks really bad. Very, very much the opposite of good.
That sucks. Alright, I'm done.
All right. Next up is the smaller Yeti, who is also going to attempt to stealth and run away. Because it is very scared.
No, he's knocked out right now.
And it fails spectacularly. Okay, yeah, you see this Yeti... it tries to run back from where it came from, but it gets, like, stuck in the narrow hallway, and it's just kind of squished. It can't move.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, it is crying out pretty horrifically, though. Not a pleasant sound, not at all. Next up is Orza. Odin, your orders.
You're doing a great job. Please stay out of the way and do Bardi stuff.
Okay, she gives you a thumbs up. And I guess she doesn't have any damaging spells, so...
You can mock people? She can't mock people? Oh, she's so nice.
No, she does not have that, actually. I think I did this because I wanted to make it very simple what she did, so I didn't have to think about it.
She's not the type to not mock people anyway.
No, she's not. Do you get Bardic Inspiration after a short rest?
I do, but it's one of my College of Glamour
Oh.
perks, I think.
Okay, then she's gonna give you
Or
a
it
thumbs up.
says, actually, you have to be 5th level to regain after a short rest.
She just gives you a thumbs up and just starts writing things down.
Perfect. You're doing great.
I'm doing what I'm good at. Galadriel, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to... So the big Yeti's not fully dead. Is it unconscious, or...?
It's looking really bad. It's no longer unconscious, but it's looking at like it's at death's door.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on it, and then shoot it with my oath bow using sharpshooter.
All right, this is gonna be interesting to see how much damage this does because I'm scared. Are you declaring?
It's the same as my regular bow, right?
I never actually added oath bow to your inventory. Does it?
I have it in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a +1 bow, so it will do 1 less than your normal bow.
Should have been.
If anything.
Both okay.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll use that. Not working. Why is it?
Alright, regardless, that's gonna hit. Yeah, you launch a shot, and your aim is true. Which actually from this angle is kind of grisly, because it's sort of like the Yeti's on all fours, just sort of panting, and you just like... you shoot a shot, and you sort of like... You hear it hit the wall, the wall opposite of this Yeti, as it exits through the top of its skull. And it just drops to the ground, dead.
Nice. And then I'll use my second attack on this other Yeti.
Yes, go ahead and give yourself advantage because this Yeti's like stuck in the hallway.
Okay. Oh, that's a crappy roll.
That is unfortunate. This one does not hit. Yeah, somehow you... Wait. Yeah, I don't actually know how to explain this, but somehow you miss.
I hit the wall.
Yeah, you hit the wall, I guess. It's a stationary target. It's actually kind of embarrassing.
And then I am going to just move up in front of Ganondorf a little bit. And then for Yoshi, I'm going to use his movement to move up.
Yes.
By Odin.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how much movement he has. Hold on a second.
I think he has 40 feet.
40?
No.
So it's 5, 10, 15.
Take it over.
It's all right there?
Yep.
Or one more?
He can
Okay.
climb 40 feet too.
Okay, so I want him to maul that abominable snow.
Right. So you're gonna also roll 2d6 because Yoshi's attacks have been imbued with fire. So go ahead and make the attack with advantage, and then roll 2d6 for the damage on top of whatever outputs.
2d6.
Yoshi crits, which is nice.
Nice.
Although that +1's a little... It's actually kind of sad. But that's okay. But yeah, Yoshi headbutts into this Yeti with like, and you sort of see like, I don't really know how to like. His head is like glowing red like a hot iron as it just rams into this Yeti for 12 damage.
Alright, and then that's gonna be the end of our turn.
Okay. Ganondorf, it is your turn.
After your turn. It's automatically. Alright, I'm going to make my way up to... Or, I guess, just gotta stand making my way down. And like this wall here so I can hit that guy.
Yeah, I think there's room, considering it's also just sort of wedged in there.
And then I like to go enraged. I'm going to hit it with my Sword of Sharpness.
Okay. So you're also using a reckless attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
Something has taken over your... I guess you're very angry, so your rage sort of blinds you. Because after the first slash, this Yeti is dead, but you just keep swiping into it.
Gotta finish the job.
Yes. This Yeti slumps, just wedged in this narrow corridor. You see like a pile of blood just piling below it.
Is that my
Okay.
turn?
Well, that was actually pretty fast, but
Wait, there's one more. Hiding.
do you want to go look for it?
I mean, I know that there's one more there.
That you all know that there's one more. The question is, do you want to go look for it?
Wow, we should get going.
I can keep you I can keep you in turn order if you want. I have nothing against that.
It's just a wee baby Yeti. Shouldn't be
Yeah.
too bad.
I mean, this. Okay, so I guess out of character, is this the full map? Like, there's no. I thought there was like a.
So the way this whole arc is gonna be, mostly due to time constraints on my part because I can't like make sprawling maps anymore, and also for performance because Roll20 doesn't like those big maps. Combat will take place on gridded maps. I will say the Yeti's token is still somewhere on this map, but like when you're not in combat, let's be a little more theater of the mind, if that's okay with everybody.
Sure.
That's cool.
So, you can go looking for this Yeti. I'm cool with that. It'll just be more involved in describing like how you're looking for it, and stuff like that. But, you know.
Our tour guide still here? Cavern Delver?
They did not come with you, no.
I thought they were gonna take us to the entrance of the mine shaft. Or the pit.
I don't think they're coming with you in general.
I'm gonna check the body of this guy.
Okay, you check the Yeti's body.
No, I meant this random skeleton body.
Oh, it's a very old skeleton, and there's nothing on it.
Ugh, this place is making me puke. Let's just keep going.
You do throw up a little bit in your mouth.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to start searching like in these little end funnel things, see if there's anything at the end of them. To go on to like further in the mine.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, no, I mean, it just looks like dead ends. I will give you this, though. You see what look to be empty ore veins that are sort of just, like, scattered around. And, like, maybe you're thinking to yourself, oh, you know, we came here for star metal. And so from just, like, what you're looking for, although you don't look very hard, also, it all just kind of looks like rocks to you, so... but you don't see anything that looks like ore or anything that resembled ore. There is like mining equipment that's just sort of randomly scattered about, but there's a lot of cobwebs that are strewn over them, or bones. Looks like nobody's been down here in a long, long time.
Wait, are we gonna need a pickaxe?
Probably.
Can't we just like rip the star metal out of the ground?
Right. I'm gonna look for a pickaxe.
You definitely... I mean, you don't have to search for it. You find pickaxes. Let me see if I can fix my audio issue while this is all going on. Because
Man, someone else carry this. This is like my size. Unless there's like gnome-sized pickaxes.
There you go, baby.
Will you fix? Can I fix you? Can I... You're being very rude to me right now. And I don't like it. Audio... what is... I need to add new audio capture. And it needs to be... Hold on. Get this guy out of here. Please delete this man's. And then re-add it back in. I am very sorry for this. Also, at the moment, I can't really hear any of you guys.
Hello? We're not talking.
Because I am messing with things.
Oh.
So... Are people saying things right now?
Nope.
No.
It works.
No.
It works. Okay, I fixed it. I don't know how I fixed it, but I did.
Yay.
Okay, I need to... Oh, geez, all of your voice is really loud. I need to add a noise gate. Or a limiter, not a noise gate. And then I want to do one of these. Move this down, please. Limiter should go... Sorry about this. Glad I fixed it.
I like your hair.
Actually, I'll just get rid of that for now. Let's just do this for now. Okay. Alright. Oh!
Hi.
Thank you, Eternal. Alright, I'm really sorry if I missed what somebody was saying, but I'm all good to go now.
We didn't say anything.
Okay.
Boy was looting pickaxes, right? She was asking if there's
Yeah.
dwarves or
Gnome-sized pickaxes. Otherwise, I'm making one of you carry it, because...
You find pickaxe, so there's no worry about that.
Okay, well, someone grab one of those, please.
I'll grab
Anyone?
one of them. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
hold on to a
cool.
pickaxe.
Is it dark in this cave? Like, we're relying on...
Yes, it is. There's no light at all in this cave.
Okay.
I have my lantern lit
That's true.
since I'm a
Odin's-
human and
yeah.
can't see things.
Yes, because he's weak and frail.
Exactly.
Hey, Galadriel, do you know how to get to the next area?
You do. Galadriel does.
Area?
Can I start stacking up some stones to make cairns along the way?
Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that. That sounds cool. Like little markers.
Yeah, trail markers, because we heard people can get turned around down here. So.
Yeah. Getting lost is that basically makes sense, because a lot of these hallways are starting to look the same to you guys, as you feel like you've just sort of been wandering around. But I guess now one of you decided to just ask Galadriel, like, hey, do you know where to go? And she's like, oh yeah, I did. No one just asked earlier, so I was just being nice. But Galadriel, you retreat back into your memories. You think to the time when Adriana led you down here, and just using your sort of natural ranger abilities, you're able to reconstruct this map in your head. And all of you are led to a dead end. And I mean, I don't have to have you guys make perception checks, because I think it's going to move on forward regardless, but you sort of notice how, like, just it's a kind of wide cavern. And Galadriel, you see her walk up to one of the walls as she starts just feeling around and tracing her fingers in between the cracks and crevices. And Galadriel, you find a point at which the wall begins to light up, and you try to recall from memory what it is that Adriana traced into the wall. And as your fingers follow these markings, you start to see patterns and shapes, and you follow the outlines of these. And after spelling out the entire thing, at least what you think is the entire thing, what do you do?
So, as I'm doing this, I stopped, I got to the end of it, and now I'm waiting for the door to open, and it's not. So now I gotta figure out if I missed something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep feeling around and see if there's anything else that I need to do. Like maybe I missed traced.
You didn't miss anything, actually, but everybody else, you're just sort of watching Galadriel, like, have this, like, small panic attack as she just starts, like, placing her hands on random things around the wall.
No, wait, this is the door, this is the place, this is where Adriana brought me to when we were down here.
Anybody else? Yeah.
Alright, I'll lockpick it.
Daddy.
What?
I'm gonna punch a door.
So it's not a door.
I'm gonna punch the wall.
The wall.
Okay, yeah. Here's what's gonna happen.
No.
You okay. I mean, you just sort of like and you guys see like Wheelie just sort of like trip through the wall and disappear.
I unlocked it, guys.
As you hear a voice from somewhere on the other side.
Okay, so I guess we just push through the wall. Let's go.
Right, because that is, and now you remember, actually, now that I think about it, that's exactly what happened, and you just, like, you see Galadriel just sort of walk into the wall and disappear.
And Yoshi follows me.
Yoshi definitely is kind of confused, I feel like, because he sees a wall, and Animal Instinct is like, it doesn't work. This doesn't work. But you just very gently guide him through. And he kind of freaks out when you're inside the wall, but when you get out, he relaxes again. I'm assuming everybody follows Yoshi. It follows Galadriel and Willy through this wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, can my polar bear go through?
Your polar bear pokes its head, and Eragon, you're at the back, right? And you just sort of hear like a frustrated grunt. As you can see the head sort of like trying to shove through from your end, but it just looks at you. Polar bear looks at you sadly.
I'm gonna try pushing him in.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. This will be fun. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Well, you rolled a 0 strength, but you just like pushed and you didn't really do anything. But the polar bear, you actually hear cracks, and you see the hind legs of this polar bear dig into the ground, as it just sort of like breaks through, and everybody, you're sort of like pushing against it with all your weight, and you tumble through inadvertently, because of just you're all shoved through, and all of you find yourselves in a very, very narrow tunnel. It's actually incredibly claustrophobic. There's only really room for like one person, shoulder-wise. But you just sort of, without anywhere else to go, you just press forward, looking back occasionally to Galadriel for reassurance. And you guys make it to the light at the end of this tunnel, and you see a pretty incredible sight. The first thing you notice is that the air here is significantly warmer than where you just left. Like, disorientingly warmer. And your eyes actually have to adjust a bit as bright light floods your system, and you were just in this long, dark tunnel for a while. And when you're... Who's at the front? Tell me who's at the front.
I will be.
Of course you are. Okay. Odin, with you leading the charge, and I feel like this brightness hits you particularly hard. But you see an impossible sight. The first thing that you notice is that there is the sky, which, as far as you're aware, this is like you're inside the depths of a mine. The sky should not be there. And you're sort of like in the level of clouds, and you see birds and other flying creatures you've never seen before. And you act like a flock passes over this opening, and you feel the wind rush up against you, the warm wind rush up against your face. You look down, and it's just this very, very dense forestry. It looks like the tops of trees, but you can't even see to the bottom. And like, you're sort of, imagine you're like at the periphery, essentially, of a large circle, and if you look right forward, like right in the middle of this huge forest, there's a huge hole amongst this foliage, and you can see some kind of steam or smoke rising up from somewhere. From your current location, though, it's like maybe a 50-foot drop to the treetops. What do you do? Also, do you respond at all to seeing this?
I think we died.
And went to heaven.
This is so hard to breathe
Went
down
to
here.
somewhere. This isn't what I expected. There's no mead, but...
Wait, didn't you die before? Is this what it's like?
No.
So
But, I mean... I don't know. Very confusing.
So I don't... Wait, if it's different
You'd have to
from
you'd have
last
to try it yourself to know, to understand.
dying?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Give the old cows a try. Try and off yourself.
Oh, we gotta remember where this door is.
You are 50 foot up. You're like 50 feet up.
So we're above the trees, or we're on top, like on the walking on the treetops?
You are. Do you see how in the background there's like this sort of like sheer cliff? You're like coming out of that, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So right here.
Yeah, it can be right there. I was thinking more like in this background, you can see these like cliffs. You're just sort of like popping out of a hole.
In the cliff. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess,
These rocks aren't going to climb themselves, so I'm going to put on my climbing gear and tell Orza to get on my back, like piggyback style, and I'm going to start climbing down.
Okay. Yeah, you like just sort of really carefully pick into the side and jam a hook from which you tether a rope. And go ahead and make an athletics check for me. I also, like, I want to imagine, because, like, again, there's really only enough room for one person to go in a line, and so after Odin leaves, the next person is like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? But, yeah, okay, so Odin, I guess Orza was right behind you, and after you get out of the hole, she sort of peeks out. She marvels at the sight, of course. She just sort of grabs onto your shoulders, and you start... I don't want to say you start rappelling downwards, because I feel like rappelling with a passenger is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, probably not great.
It's probably not a good idea. Okay, but while Odin is descending, what's everybody else doing? I want to know how everybody else gets down from this hole.
So the question is, do you guys want me to like tie a rope down, or should we just go down one by one and see how much we succeed or fail?
I have a rope of climbing that I can put down. It's 60-foot rope. And we can animate it or make it tie itself in knots if we need to. But I can toss it down and tie it to a boulder or a rock somewhere on the side of this cliff. And we should be able to hit the bottom before the end of the rope.
I mean, I'm down. Is that safe? I'm afraid of heights, guys.
What? You literally fly everywhere.
That's different. Okay, I have wings. But when I have to physically go down in my human form, that shit's different.
Just transform into a bird then.
Okay, but I can only transform so much. We have, like, how many floors left? Like, come on.
Well, you do get your wild chase back after short rests, which, unless you're planning to do this entire abyss in one shot, I'm not saying no.
True.
But
true. Okay.
I'm not saying no, but that's a
But do we
bit
get? Is there a guaranteed we'll ever get a short rest? Like,
that's sort of up to. Well, you guys decide when you want to rest, because is there ever a guarantee you're going to get a long rest? Is the real question.
oh, okay.
I just want you to understand that, like, the span of this forest is huge. Like, literally, if you were flying overhead across, like, the Amazon, that's the size of this thing.
So yeah, I'm just going to tie the rope around the rock and just toss the rope down. And I'm going to start climbing down. If anybody else wants to join, then...
So you go ahead and make athletics check with advantage.
I'm also going to climb down the rope.
Okay, if you're using Galadriel's rope, then you all make checks with advantage.
I'm gonna do it to GM.
I just crit.
Yeah, you critted. I don't know what that
Going
means.
down a rope.
I guess you
make
just
it.
slide down. Yeah, like super speedy. And I think just to break things apart a little bit. Okay, so Odin, you and Orza are leading the charge, and about once you get to like 20 feet down, you start feeling your head spin. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for, and I'm gonna make one for Orza. You can, by the way, if you want, you can put your tokens onto here. I don't know if it makes it easier or harder to access your sheets, but
yes.
Go, like, feel free to drag your tokens onto. Okay, that is rather unfortunate for both of you. As you guys...
Hold on one second. So is that a saving throw, or is that just a check?
Oh, it's a saving throw. You should be making a saving throw. What's your... Are you proficient in Constitution saving throws?
No, but... Well, no. But I have a skill Indomitable if I can re-roll if I fail a saving throw.
Well, so the first thing, you actually are proficient in Constitution saving throws. You have +7 instead of +3.
Oh.
So that bumps that up to a 13. So the question is, does a 13 succeed? A 13 does. A 13 does. But Orza definitely does not. Your token's messed up. Like, did I not save?
I don't know.
What's wrong with your token?
It's just not updating with my sheet.
I mean, it has 64 hit points, right?
Yes.
And 9 sorcery points.
Let's see. Let's bump my health down. Okay, now it works. What the fuck? Was it working?
Oh, were you
earlier?
missing health?
Mm-mm. I was playing around with it, but it literally wasn't working earlier.
Oh, weird. Also, it said you were still named D, but that's a small thing. I just changed it. Okay, here's what happens. Odin, you sort of shake your head as you're descending this rope. But, oh, this is kind of gross. You hear from behind you, you hear Orza say, "I don't feel so..." Yeah, no, she definitely vomits all over you. And, she hacks up stuff. And then, Odin, you feel her grip slide loose. And you really quickly turn your head around, and Orza is falling.
Soon.
I'm gonna try to grab onto her.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. For 13.
I see this happening.
Everybody can see this happening at this point. Yes, I definitely think so. Okay, go ahead and make a strength check with disadvantage because you are slimy and covered in vomit. Okay. Odin, you reach down and you catch, or she's not unconscious, by the way. And it's like in slow-mo, you grab onto her arm. You sort of grab like her elbow, but you feel it just like slip through. What's everybody else doing? You just see Orza falling.
She's falling towards the center of the pit.
No, you're not in the center. You're at the edge, but she's falling down to the top of like the treetops. It's like a 30-foot drop.
As I'm like on the ropes, I'm gonna like try and grab her before she falls.
You're higher up than Odin is. Unless you have a 20-foot like wingspan, there's no way you can grab her.
I'm gonna let go of the rope and try to grab her as I fall. See if I can position myself between her and the ground.
Can I kick off the side of the cliff to fall faster?
There's no can I. You just do it, right?
Yeah, so, well,
Is the polar bear there still there?
your polar bear couldn't come through.
Is that what happened?
No, your
I thought
polar bear got through.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Gosh, guys, relax.
So I can't see
Orza's-
anything, right?
I'd like to try and jump towards them.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter if I fall.
Ganondorf, I guess you were just starting to descend, and you kick off. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Guys, Orza's got like 8 temporary hit points. It's fine. She can take a fall.
What's going on, you guys? Okay. As soon as you descend like 20 feet below the opening of this hole, you start feeling pretty horrible. You feel intense nausea, and your head, you get like just the worst migraine ever. Also, you can't feel your limbs. So you guys see Ganondorf very confidently fly, and then after a certain point, you just see his body go limp.
Oh, shit.
And he starts trailing he just starts like flying erratically.
Oh my god.
To be fair, if I'm not in control, I just fall into 30 feet or whatever.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair point. Then you fall very gently, but he just like limp. You're just limp. Yeah, Odin, go ahead and make another make an acrobatics check.
Oops, I didn't mean for that to be.
I mean,
Wow.
regardless, 4 was your first roll.
Yep. It's not great.
Okay, guys.
on?
Yeah, people are just falling.
It's raining men.
You try to like kick off and fly towards Orza, but you kind of just like let go of the rope and you just start falling. Actually, you start sliding down this cliffside, and you're gonna take some damage as you like hit some rocks that are jutting out of the side as you fall towards the top of the treetops.
Eragon summoned like a dragon dinosaur thing that flies and saved them.
Okay, wait, so if I transform to a Quetzalcoatlus, will I be able to carry all 3 of them or no?
I'm giving you a time limit, and that's for you to think about.
Okay.
I'm also like I'm also gonna
Try.
quickly slide down the rope.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a good thing I have inspiration just in case I fail.
Okay, I'm gonna desummon my bear and cast Conjure Woodling Beings.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry
And
about challenge rating unless we're getting to a fight, but just tell me what
Okay.
you're making.
Okay, so how many people are falling? 4.
Well, so Orza, Ganondorf is falling very gently. He'll be fine. Odin is just like tumbling down the cliff. Also, Wheelie, your limbs go numb and you throw up and you just start falling.
Okay, I'm just gonna summon 8 pixies because I can.
Okay, yeah, okay, you summon these 8 pixies. What are these pixies doing?
Okay, so from my understanding, they can all cast Polymorph.
What?
So I want 3 of them to cast Polymorph on the people that are falling. And I want to polymorph them into ants. So if they fall, they don't really take structural damage because their terminal velocity sucks.
Wouldn't they just instantly die if they were an ant?
Well,
So
they
Eragon have,
they wouldn't take falling damage. He's right about that.
Does
Never
Eragon have...
find them.
You're gonna live with the consequences of your actions. Okay. You summon these pixies who don't seem to be affected by this strain of descent. You see them fly to your companions. And Orza, Odin, and Wheelie, all 3 of you are turned into ants. I do want to say you do also gain the intelligence of an ant, which I'm pretty sure is like -5.
Wait, so if they can fly to them, can't they just like the pixies catch the ants then?
You already... Yeah, the pixies catch the ants, but they also have the intelligence of an ant.
Okay. Well, those pixies better hurry up and bring those ants back up here.
I'm also... So I still need to roll damage. So Orza and Wheelie, you're gonna take some poison damage. Both of you take 7 poison damage. This is before you became ants. Odin, you're just gonna take damage from, like, falling.
Does Orza still have temporary hit points?
You know what? I guess she does. So, yeah. Does Odin have temporary hit points?
I don't think so.
No, I don't
Odin,
think so.
You take 8 bludgeoning damage as you just, like, crash into the sides of this cliff, and then you become an ant. Okay, so now all 3 of you are ants crawling on these pixies, and you're just thinking about ant stuff, I guess. I don't really know what ants think about.
This dirt looks like dirt.
So I just want the pixies to land on the ground. I'm going to command the pixies to bring them down to the ground.
You see these pixies disappear 50 feet to the top of these treetops.
Anyone else want to be turned to an ant?
That's okay.
No, thank you. Am I still on the rope?
Yes,
Flinty and Isarya?
You're still on the ropes, but regardless of how you descend, you all are going to need to make saving throws. So let me go back and check. I need a check from Galadriel. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me too.
Yes, and oh yeah, Flinty and Isarya as well need to make Constitution saving throws.
Me as well? Or like, am I down there yet?
Yes, Eragon, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, I casted it twice? Why did I cast it twice?
We're not off to a great start, guys. Okay, Galadriel, because you were the first one to start descending, you see all 3 of them just start falling as they let go of this rope. I feel like a couple of them are just like vomiting as they fall. You can't feel your limbs. I don't really know if there's anything you can realistically do, because like basically everybody is falling.
Wait, before...
Wait, Eragon, can you command more of the fairies to grab us?
I mean, could I tell the pixies, like, if any of us start falling?
Yes.
Because I summoned Aiden. Yeah, so then...
You're just throwing up, and your limbs are numb.
Before they all go down, I'm gonna command them to say... Or to turn us into ants, and then grab us if we start puking.
So, okay, Isarya, Flinty, and Eragon, you're going to take 10 poison damage, and you're turned into ants, and you're carried to the bottom. Galadriel, so the only people that are, like, normal are Ganondorf, who's just completely limp. He can't even move. And Eragon. Everybody else are ants.
Okay.
No, not even Eragon. It's just, everybody's an ant except for Galadriel.
I'm an ant? Okay, I guess I am an ant.
Everybody's an ant except for Galadriel.
Because Isarya and Flinty started falling, right?
Yeah, and Eragon commanded the pixies to catch everybody who fell and turn them into ants, I guess.
And turn them back, and then once they hit the ground...
Oh, turn them back?
Yeah, I mean, once they hit the ground, then you can turn them back.
Okay.
That's what I wanted for everyone else, too.
Since you specified, okay, well...
let's get on this doodle.
Yeah, do you want to have a little ant conversation with each other?
No.
Galadriel, when you get to the bottom, and you really hardly get to the bottom, Yoshi does not seem to be affected, as he is not, like, a fleshy life form. He's sort of made of mana. But you gather, and just, like, 8 pixies sort of just, like, fly up to you, and they just hold out, like, these 7 ants in their palms. So, unfortunately, the only way to turn somebody back from polymorph is to do damage to them until their animal version loses hit points, so I guess...
Oh my god.
Galadriel, how do you want to do this?
Oh my gosh.
Gonna take one of her glasses.
They have 1 health.
Shine the light on us.
They have 1 health. So I have to hit them with something?
I feel like unless you have like a counter spell, the only way to turn a polymorphed creature back is to deplete the health of their polymorphed form.
Can I just take my thumb and like just start squishing them?
I will bite her.
Yeah.
I was sting.
Because as an ant,
that way I can get you guys back.
Yeah.
I'm just start running.
You just start squishing these ants. Okay. Everybody's back. Galadriel, you have a couple of bite marks on your thumb. Everybody's back. But I think everybody except for Galadriel and Odin, you guys don't feel very good. You can't move.
Screw this. I want to drink a healing potion.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, wait, what?
Because you can't move your limbs.
Where is our cleric?
Can I pour healing potions into their mouth?
You absolutely can. And here's what I'll tell you. It does heal you, but the numbness does not go away.
What's the healing again?
For a normal healing potion, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Wait, how much poison damage do we take?
Is this like an earth thing, or is it a magical thing that's affecting us?
So you took, I think Eragon, you took 10 poison damage, and so did Isarya.
What?
Isarya, because you didn't succeed the Constitution save. Why don't you go ahead and make an Arcana check for me?
I'll
Okay.
sort it out a bit.
With a 23, it is unnatural, but it's not. You're hesitant to call it magical, and you think back to when you talked to that Delver, and when you were speaking about these strains of descent. It's just something that's part of the abyss. But here's actually something. I like this. Why don't we have you guys make some perception check? Well, for those who are not very, like, upset, which would just be Odin and Galadriel, can I have both of you make perception checks? Oh, I need to make one more Constitution saving throw. I forgot about this one.
Who?
Okay, Isarya, there's a small, you hear a vomiting sound from your bag.
Oh no! Please.
Wait, is Groot affected?
Groot
He's
is
wood.
not. He's wood, yeah.
Okay.
Odin and Galadriel, as both of you were falling and thinking, and Odin, you were just sort of contemplating life as you were just tumbling down the side of this cliff. That pun makes me very upset.
Good.
You notice that, like the birds, they're changing altitudes, right? But you're not seeing them randomly fall out of the air, which is interesting. It's as if they've figured out a way to navigate this, for lack of a better word, curse of the abyss, maybe? But you guys are just sort of not, I guess Galadriel and Odin, what do you do while your teammates are just incapacitated? You guys can still talk, your speech is just very slurred because you don't really have good control over any part of your body.
Could we cast spells or no?
If they don't have a heavy somatic component, yes. Like if they're verbal, probably, but if they require you to move your hands, I wouldn't think so.
Okay, so it doesn't affect trees, right? So what if I cast Guardian of Nature? And I turn myself into turn myself into a tree, like half a tree.
Okay. You I guess it's a transformation, so
Can this tree walk? Or are you just planted?
I would assume this tree can walk.
Yeah, I can walk. I just become barky and
Yes,
have leaves sprout from my hair.
You feel better.
Nice.
You can feel your arms, you can feel your legs, you can feel your branches, actually.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah. It lasts for a minute.
Does it cure it, though? That's the question.
I don't know. You want to find out?
Not right now. Later, when it runs out.
I would be like, hey, someone, maybe I want to eat one of these plants. Put it in my mouth.
I'm going to rip out a plant from the ground and stick it in Flinty's mouth.
What does the plant look like?
The most rootiest plant I can find.
No, leaf.
Rootiest plant I can find because roots are good. Roots have curative powers.
I want a leaf. I'll try to eat it.
Eat it. It's good for you.
So I feel like you can't really chew either. Just kind of like.
Oh, really?
I'm just gonna grab her face and just make chewing, chewing actions with
Make
her
tea.
face.
Make tea.
Okay, well you just
take the leaves and make tea with it.
you're just eating like you're just eating like a tree root and it's gross.
Do you feel any better though?
It's really dry.
No.
Well, that's not great. Well, we tried.
It's worth a try.
You guys are just like meandering around, and I guess you're just sort of like starting to worry, like, hey, is this permanent? Like, is this just our life now? Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna say, like, I don't like. Would it be permanent though? Because some of us aren't experiencing it, so it's probably not permanent.
And as you think that, like, you're just sort of like, I mean, so by the way, Eragon, when you transform back, you feel fine.
Aha!
But after after about 20 minutes, you guys feel normal again. Still a little weak, still a little haggard. Thankfully, nothing like attacked you during those 20 minutes. But you guys are now just like sitting atop of these trees. And honestly, now that you don't feel so bad, like the diplopia went away, or double vision, sorry. Your double vision went away, your head's clear, you don't have a headache anymore. And you're just sort of like looking up at this sky, which it's a clear day. It's like about midday at this point, so sun's pretty high up there. There's clouds that swirl around the epicenter of this ecosystem. And there's just like a lot of different species of birds and some other flying animals that you've never seen before. Everything here seems new to you. But you guys feel better now, although you still did take that damage if you took damage. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to get my rope and wind it back up and put it in my backpack.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I would guess you did that during those 20 minutes at some point.
Yeah. And then, so are we on grass or we're on top of the trees?
You're on top of the trees.
Okay.
Can I try speaking to the plants?
Well, I guess I'm going to try to climb down the tree.
How about instead of trying, why don't you just do it?
Okay.
Why do you ask me? Yeah, just like do.
True. Okay. I'm gonna speak the trees. Or a tree.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wait, is he, like, expressing this verbally, or, like, so everyone else can hear it, or is it just me?
I'm pretty sure only you can talk with plants.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
It's just you.
So, this place is pretty weird, huh?
I haven't met a humanoid who could talk to plants before.
Well, I don't usually talk to plants either. Oh, that's a lie. I do that all the time. I haven't met a tree as big as you. Is this tree big?
It's big, very large.
Can you tell me more about this place? My friends and I were just traveling in a mine, and then we entered a hole, and all of a sudden we see clear skies and a bunch of, like, foliage.
What can I tell you about this place? I have lived here my entire life. I don't know what this mine is that you speak of.
Do you know where that hole in the middle goes to?
There's a big hole in the middle, but I don't know where it goes. I've lived here at the edge my entire life. It would be nice to see the sights of the world at some point, I suppose.
Do you know why some of us became sick as soon as we entered the area?
I have noticed that when people pass by, sometimes they like to soil my leaves. I don't appreciate it.
Oh. Oh, from the barfing. Oh, that makes sense. I'm sorry about that. There's just something in the air or something.
All is forgiven. It's very nutritious.
Oh.
I just don't like how it feels.
Same with me when I eat vegetables. No offense. I'm not into trees, don't worry.
None taken.
Well, so, I mean, like, these birds, I've never seen these birds before. Like, can you tell me more about them? Like, has there any been, or, actually, can you tell me if any humans recently has gone by? Like, about any that's passed through?
There were a lot of people that came by over the past few months.
Can you
really got a good look at them. Well, I suppose I can't really see them in the first place.
Oh, can you, like, did you feel where they went? Like, did they enter the hole in the middle?
A lot of them ended up climbing down at some point. Again, I don't really know what this hole looks like, but it sounds like they were going towards the center.
Alright. Has anybody ever come back up?
I don't know. I kind of forget what their footsteps feel like.
Alright, well, thanks for the talk, Giant Tree. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
your time to speak with
I
me.
really enjoyed this. You're a good listener.
Thank you. I know.
Hey,
Wait.
do you wanna listen? Can I vent to you about my divorce?
I do have a friend that might be interested. Groot.
Okay.
Can Groot commune with this tree?
Groot starts talking to this tree.
All right, you two have a blast, and then I'm gonna tell. While they do that, I'm gonna tell everyone else what happened between me and the tree.
Yeah, you guys just saw Eragon. What does it look like when you talk to plants?
Oh, stay out of here. Watch TV in your room.
I'm literally just looking at the direction of the tree and talking to them. Wait,
Okay, so
is there some matting? Hold on.
This must be the curse of the abyss.
There's a verbal and somatic. So I'm just touching the tree, and then I'm talking to it.
okay, yes, I like that.
I'm just looking at it. I'm talking to it. I mean, could there be like green magical energy coming around me or something? That would be pretty cool.
Yes, yeah, I
Okay.
think that's only fair. I think like some leaves swirl around you while you're doing this.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I tell everyone, what I talked or like what the tree and I discussed. So, do you think we should go down?
He wants to go on an adventure, doesn't he? See more of
I do want to say it's a very, 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 very big tree.
Odin has a very, 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 very unique axe.
Oh shoot.
Oh my god.
It would kill him, wouldn't it?
That's what
It just
right?
fells a tree in one hit. It kills the tree in one.
Some trees sprout from its stump again, I guess.
Trees fall over all the time.
Well, okay, that's different. Well, like, you're not uprooting the tree. You are like cutting through it to fell it. Like, you're not derooting it with the axe.
How is it? Are you gonna climb down a pit without just falling?
How's it not gonna kill you?
Exactly. With the way our rolls are going, it'd probably cut itself backwards and land on us.
Valheim.
I'm just gonna look for a way to see if we can like climb down the hole.
I mean, you can. So here's the thing. So you guys aren't near the center, but you can see like the mist rising from it. Do you guys like if you guys want to adventure towards the center? That's probably gonna like take the entire day because it's a distance. That's how wide it is.
Yep, I guess. Let's do it.
All
right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do we notice anything else on this level besides this field of trees in the pit in the center?
On this level you don't, but I want to say like at a certain point when you pass by like a relatively less dense area, you can see the ground. And this is like earlier on when you're closer towards the edge, and you see that there's like actually some crates and some like signs of people having been here at some point. You don't know, they look like they've been there for a while, so I wouldn't say it's recent, but there are signs of other humanoids, or at least other spelunkers.
I guess would I be able to investigate? I want to investigate and see if I can tell if it's from like some people in the town that Galadriel would know, or if it's some like something that she would recognize from the town.
I think you'd have to climb down if you want to do that.
I'll climb down.
Okay. That does mean you're gonna have to do another Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Climb down. I'll play it. Trees down.
Ganondorf stops you guys as
Wait,
you.
No, I don't. Free net 20.
Okay.
I'll burn it. I'm not dying out of a fucking tree. I'm not dying.
So this is a significantly longer distance than from the hole to the top of the trees, and Ganondorf stops you guys as he notices in a clearing below him there's like There's crates. There's actually like a little rug, sort of. It looks kind of mottled and old and ruffled. And there's some like random climbing gear down there, and I guess you just start climbing down. So go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please. Or I guess you can fly. You can just fly down. You don't have to do that. So never mind. And Ganondorf just sort of jumps down and flies down. What do you guys do? You're not at the center of this area yet because is an entire day's journey.
So it looks like the more we go like vertically down, the more chances of the little coffee virus thing to affect us. So I would rather just walk across the treetops.
What does the party want to do?
Ditto. I'm with him. I would like to stay at the top.
Stay at the top.
Okay.
I've never been this high up. That's cool.
Technically,
Exactly.
this far down, technically speaking. If you think about it.
That's trippy.
Okay, but so Ganondorf's the only one that goes down. Okay, so here's what we'll do.
Don't die.
This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's up to you.
I'll go.
Okay, so Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
You are fine, as you also, well, I guess you'd actually need to climb, so I need you to make an athletics check for me. Okay, yep. You just sort of climb down this very tall tree, and you and Ganondorf find yourself in this small clearing. It's like a small rest site. It looks like it was made by delvers from a long time ago. But there's a circle of stones surrounding some like half-burnt sticks of wood. There's actually a pile of hay just sort of spread about and some random equipment strewn. But when you get to the floor of this forest, it is incredibly beautiful. I mean, it's like civilization did not lay a single finger on this place. This was just nature running wild. And there's like all sorts of flowers you've never seen before. The temperature is humid, but it's not hot or sticky. And you hear like unfamiliar sounds of nature all around you as you sort of land in this clearing. Okay, and then I'm gonna put other people on the map, but I'll just sort of recognize that you're like on a different level. You're like above all this. So imagine that there's trees sort of just covering the entire length of this, and occasionally you can see the beams of light shine through.
What is in this camp? Obviously, it looks like there used to be a campfire, and I guess, is there climbing gear in the crates?
There's random climbing gear. So there's let's say there's like 150 feet of rope that are separated into 50-foot intervals. There's also 4 like climbing picks, whatever they're called.
Grappling.
It's not like for grappling. It's like picks for your hands.
Okay.
You know, there's like a lantern, but there's no fuel in it. There's just an empty lantern. There's a couple of bedrolls. They're pretty old, but they're serviceable. And like just some random like clothing equipment, like helmets and vests and stuff like that.
No bodies, right?
There's no bodies.
Okay.
I'll pick up and carry the salvage climbing stuff, so the 100-foot rope before climbing to the lantern.
Okay.
I guess while we're down here, we can start kind of walking. We can walk through on the ground floor towards the center, right?
Yeah, totally. I know there's not like a clear center in this area. Like those were not the holes. Like the hole itself is huge, but there's not a clear center in this area. But yeah, I'll say I want to imagine that the crew up top, you sort of stay sort of side by side just so you don't lose each other as you go closer. And during this entire time, for those of you who appreciate nature, you are just loving this entire thing. Aside from the pretty bad nausea and the headaches and the numbness, like this is great. Let's do ration stuff now, yeah, because I think that makes sense. So everybody deduct 1 ration, as you just sort of have your meals or whatever. But you just sort of continue wandering through this mystical land. Okay, and then like at a certain point, how are we gonna do this? I want you guys to give me some private perception checks. So remember, go to your sheet, click on 2GM, and then give me some perception check. Okay, and now I just have to make sure that the whisper function works. Oh, it does. Okay, that works. I think. I guess this should also work too. Okay.
Do you whisper again?
I didn't whisper to everybody. I need to do like everybody individually, so it just needs to I just got to get through it. But if you didn't get anything, then you didn't notice anything. Do I have to really?
Did you guys hear that?
Hold on. I need to give it to one more person.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. So Flinty just asked the group that.
Hear what?
I didn't hear anything.
I hear something, but I can't really. It's not very loud. It's low.
I think it's a voice, and they're calling for help.
Where?
Where?
You and Galadriel share a look, and you point in a direction, in the same direction. And now that all of you are like looking for it, you hear it too. It's very weak, but there's somebody just like. It sounds like they're in great pain, and they're calling for help.
Is this where me and Ganondorf are, or with everybody else?
No. So at this point, it would be you guys would have like let's say moved here, and so it's around in this area where down below there's like this large valley, and you see a couple of holes in the ground. But the foliage is still very thick, so you haven't really like looked too closely at it yet. So you can hear the voice, but you don't see where it's coming from. Although you follow the direction. Do you follow the direction of the voice?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you all hear it too, because I know we are supposed to hallucinate at some point.
Yeah, everybody hears this now that you mentioned it. So you're checking it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out, guys. We need to help him if he's calling for help, or at least check out the situation.
Okay. On the ground below, Galadriel, you and Ganondorf round a hill, and like you sort of just like as your heads peek over, you see. I mean, I'll just feel it. You see so this is a very, very large creature, and you're seeing its back right now. You can see it has 2 wings, the tips of which are stained a bright crimson red. It also has a tail of the same color. And right now it looks like it's eating something, right? And you're like, oh, that's kind of cute. But as you go over this hill, you notice that like what it's munching on seems to be a human body, which is just lying motionless on the ground. and you're hearing the body call for help. You're hearing this person being eaten call for help. Flinty, up above, you sort of like pull apart the leaves really roughly, and you maybe drop a couple of branches, and from above, so with your perception check, actually I need to whisper this to you specifically, but Dynasty, you see this person being eaten by this thing, and as you get more acclimated, you see that there's actually multiple of these things, and there's actually like a number of like people that are being devoured. So boy, hold on. Okay.
Do we have any more?
Guys, this is a trap. Those people are definitely dead.
Then why are we hearing those voices?
I think they're coming from the creatures. Remember? We heard that the creatures sometimes make noises of their victims.
Oh, that's right. They're trying to trick us.
As you
I'm making a
mentioned
perception
this-
check again.
Oh yeah, sure. You can go ahead and make a perception check again. I assume you're talking through your stones of
I want
far
to.
speech. I assume you're talking through your stones of far speech and not just yelling.
We are next to each other, so it's not like it matters.
Well, Galadriel and
Not
Ganondorf are
me.
down below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I mean, you don't have to whisper at this point because the information's
I
out there,
forgot
but
to move it.
that's not a problem. I mean, I still get it regardless. But Wheelie, you from up top, those people are dead. They're dead.
Oh yeah, this is trap.
And as you realize that, I'm gonna need Galadriel and Ganondorf to make some stealth checks for me. I don't know why it says you're wearing heavy armor. You're not.
We have the half plate.
Oh. Well,
But
in
it's a
any
medium
case,
armor.
as you as you see this, you see the corpse. You see this creature, which now you know remember is called a Corp Sweeper. It raises its head, and you see that it's slurping up like the intestines of this unfortunate victim, and as it sort of raises its head to swallow it, it turns in your direction, Ganondorf.
We get surprise rounds since we've seen them before they've seen us.
You did not succeed on your stealth check though, so yeah.
I guess regardless, is it already like initiative order, or do I get like a beforehand thing to make
Here's what's happening.
We
It's
want to engage?
It's like, I don't know if imagine you've just seen like a predator in the wild, right? You just like walked upon them eating their meal, and you're both just sort of eyeing each other down. It doesn't seem to be making a move, but it's definitely like looking at you cautiously, and the rest of its flock also looks at you.
I'm gonna grab Galadriel's arm and try to just fly upwards to the top of the trees. Everyone else.
Okay. Galadriel, are you cool with this? Ganondorf just sort of grabs your arm and starts flying upwards. I mean, if you don't, then you might have to make a roll, so it's just sort of up to you. But Ganondorf,
No,
go
I
ahead and
definitely want to get out of there.
Ganondorf, go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh.
That's fine. I mean, I'll just subtract 4 from that, which is just totally works. You grab Galadriel's arm and you shoot upwards into the trees, and you pop up with the rest of your friends. You turn to look down, and they're still looking at you. And they're sort of doing that thing that like animals do, where they like puff themselves up to look more threatening.
Let's get out of
look
here.
At Ganondorf and say, "Why did we just fly up? They have wings. They can probably fly too."
Have wings? I forgot they had wings.
Let's get out of here.
Wait, can someone
Maybe,
look?
because if we make any fast movements, that'll probably like make them come running to us.
Wait, is there like a way to distract them or something like that to go in like the opposite direction of where we're going?
Wait, they're already distracted. They're eating. We could just go.
One of them's looking at us.
I don't care. Let's just run. Just go.
Well, we look like food because they're eating other humans.
They already have food. We can go while they're eating.
We can try.
Try and go by them. I mean, we're above them. I said I wouldn't walk like directly over them. I'd go around them.
Oh, are they in the way of the hole? In the direction we need to go?
So that hole is not the hole. That is just a hole, but it's not the hole.
Yeah, let's go to the hole, which is, I
Okay.
don't know which direction.
You guys take a pretty large detour to avoid these animals, which delays your journey, unfortunately. So at this point, night has fallen, and you all are feeling pretty tired. So yeah, this will be interesting. I think once we establish how you set up camp, I think we can just sort of repeat the same thing. But as a reminder, for survival, you need sustenance, which you did your rations, water, which I'm assuming you've consumed your water skin, and rest. Missing any of those three is going to grant you a level of exhaustion. And exhaustion is no bueno.
Oh god. Okay, wait, how many rations do you have left? Odin?
I have 22 left and 22 waters.
22 waters?
Oh my god.
I have 10 rations and 11 water.
I have 0 water and 1 ration.
What?
I'm pretty sure I have 0 of everything too. I didn't.
What?
Oh my
god! I didn't buy food.
Oh no, I have 10 rations and 1 water.
I ate it all during the trip.
We bought the ones from the tavern before we left, right? How many was that, the tavern? Did we get by?
I was hoping somebody else wrote it down, but I'm pretty sure I limited it to 30.
Okay, so then we have Odin grabbed 30 in addition before we left, right?
Okay.
So we should have enough.
The rations, or are we dividing
We
this
should have
30
plenty.
between the...
I assumed we were dividing it. I was going to remind everybody to eat, but Josie's been doing a really good job of that.
I mean, like you're not gonna not notice that you're hungry. Like I can't just be like, oh, you forget to eat. You forgot you were hungry.
Right.
Now you're sad.
I'll just
So whoever doesn't have one,
borrow
I'll
a
give
lot.
them one.
Okay, I'll just. Okay, I'll have a water skin then.
I do want to know how you're setting up camp though, because it's getting cold.
It's I put up a hut.
Yeah, I forgot you can just do that. That's a little frustrating, but you'll run out of beads eventually.
I have 20.
Oh my god.
But she thought of that.
You don't spend more than 20 days down here.
The limiting thing is spell slots, because if I don't get a long rest, I don't give them back. So
That's true. Okay, well, I guess you don't have to worry about... It's up to you guys. I mean, do you want to take a long rest? I think in the rules, you need to have at least 1 long rest per day, otherwise you also get exhausted.
okay, long rest it is then.
Okay, that's fine. Yep. Poggers. Are we assuming that Pog is with us, by the way?
I think
he...
I'm not going to make you deduct rations for him, because that's just like... I just don't know when he'll jump back into the end. So it's kind of like...
Can we say that
weird.
he didn't follow us? He went to go find Ballers and Bagpipes, and he's gonna meet up with us later.
Oh, and Hammond, in the Hammond
Somehow,
Hall too.
somehow he'll make it all the way down to whatever level you end up being in the Abyss by himself. Odin, are you deducting food for Orza as well?
When we purchased food and stuff, I did not have her in mind. But if you want me to, I will.
I mean,
Guess she
otherwise
gonna die.
We can feed her. Odin.
I'll
Does
give
she-
her one of my rations.
She doesn't have any inventory, I assume.
What does she have in her inventory? Hold on. In Orza's backpack, she has a winter blanket, a dagger, leather armor, common clothes, herbalism kit, bedroll, and a water skin. Okay, well now she has 0 water, but
Water skins are refillable. If we find a water source, she can fill it back up.
that's exactly.
And I have extra water skins and rations, so I gave her one of my rations for today as well.
Okay.
When she's been adventuring with us for a little while, I feel like we could have got her a small adventurer's kit with a backpack or something.
Well, it's too late now because we didn't say that.
I also kind of just like forget that she's an NPC and not just like an actual PC making her own decisions, because Josie's like, well, she is what it is. It's up to you guys to babysit her. I'm like, ah, shit. All right. Well,
I'll split my water and rations between me and her. So 5 water skin, 5 ration to her inventory, and just deduct as we deduct.
Alright, I will do that. I'll take care of her inventory. I think while we're at it, I might as well just give you access to...
I was just gonna say, or you can just hand me... I haven't had to control multiple characters, so...
Okay, you should now see Orza show up. She might be under a folder called NPCs, but if not, you can just click on her token directly, and you should be able to do stuff in there. So you can go ahead and explore what she has, but it's very rudimentary because I didn't want to overwhelm you with like a complete second class, because like playing an NPC is very different than playing a PC, you know, because PCs have so much stuff they can do. Anyways, okay, so you guys, I guess, take a long rest in Flinty's hut. So I believe you get everything back because of that. Oh, you want to do something? Yo.
Yeah, I wanted to do something before we went to bed, so I was gonna feed Humphrey, of course.
Yes, you don't have to deduct rations for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm feeding Humphrey, and I'm also taking my used tome of influence, and I know in the back, I'm taking creative liberty for this, so I know in the back there are like a bunch of blank pages that I guess you could be used for notes and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of tick off, or I'm gonna draw a little line just to signify the amount of days that we've been down here.
Okay. Yeah. It's strange you don't have a journal, but I'm cool with that.
I like that better.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe Isarya's not the kind to keep a journal anyways.
No.
Okay, so you guys take a long rest, and Eragon and Galadriel, I would imagine you guys take shifts because you only need 4 hours instead of the full 8. Not that anything can really get you inside the hut, but
Wait, we only need 4 hours for a long rest?
As an elf, you only need 4 hours, yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow. Look at us.
Can I have both of you make some perception checks?
To you, or doesn't matter?
To me in this case.
Oh my god, this screen keeps on popping out. It's so annoying.
You don't like pop out?
You said perception, right?
Perception, yes. You can disable pop out if you want. It's in the it's one of the cogs. I wish I could whisper multiple people. It sucks. Okay. They have to like type the same thing to both people basically, or copy and paste.
Wait, don't talk to me yet. I'm gonna reload.
Okay.
Because when I like exit out of the pop out, it doesn't go back into the like actual like sidebar, which is really weird. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
It's so annoying. Normally I wouldn't mind the pop out.
Okay.
So me and Eragon are awake then, right?
I would say you're awake at alternating times because you each need 4 hours. That just like made sense in my head. I just sort of guessed, but
who's the first one to watch? Or like okay.
I can.
Okay.
Then when you swap watches, you pass on this information to each other in any case.
Okay.
So Eragon before you take watch, I feel like there's something out there, like someone's watching us, or maybe it's an animal, but I've had this really weird feeling. So keep an eye out when you're out there.
Yo, that's scary. Oh my god. Okay, I'll try my best. Good luck. Have a nice rest.
Okay.
Love this. When you swap Eragon, you notice this. You don't know what, but you know that something is watching you intently. And then... Yeah, what's up?
I was just gonna say, like, Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna wait until everyone wakes up. It's,
No, if you want to do something, feel free.
I mean, I don't want to do something alone, so I'm just gonna wait.
Okay, and everybody wakes up, so you get all your stuff back. Let me roll a dice. Let's see what the weather is today. Let me roll a dice.
Oh, I do have a spell for that. So I
can change the weather?
No. So I have Druidcraft. So I can predict the weather in the next 24 hours.
I guess
so we'll be ready. So we'll be ready for it.
Okay,
that makes sense.
You predict. Okay, so it's within your hands. A small golden orb manifests.
Nice. Clear skies, guys. Let's go. Oh, also
warning alarm. Oh.
Also, I want to tell them, and I'm gonna tell Galadriel that I also felt like something was watching, and then tell her. I feel like we should tell the rest of the group.
The alarm is just the hut disappearing because it lasts 8 hours. Just like fall out of your bed.
Yeah, you usually just fall onto the trees. Yeah, not very comfortable.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Oof.
There's some bad news, kind of.
Yeah, when me and Eragon both on our separate shifts, we felt like there's something out there. Like someone's watching us, or maybe there's some animals out there. Eragon, did you see anything move?
I don't think I saw anything moving. I just felt like we were being watched the whole entire time. Like, it was scary. I'm like getting tearful thinking about it.
So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to kind of scope out the place before we go any further, or just
cast see
ignore
invisibility?
It?
Okay. You don't see anything at the moment. I should have whispered you that. I don't know why I told. Oh, it doesn't really matter.
There's nothing invisible around us.
We should keep moving.
Yeah, maybe let's just go. Just be ready.
Okay. Yep, we can do that. We'll just have to be alert while we're walking.
Okay. You guys look back to where the Corp Sweepers were, and you just see the remnants of these poor victims. They're just kind of rotting under the sun now.
Are their faces eaten and stuff? Can we like discern?
No, totally. Their faces have been left alone. Actually, it looks like stuff from like the shoulder up was left alone.
So they've been here recently. Yikes.
You're probably
can I make like
as crude as
or something to?
What kind of check? What are you trying to do?
I wanna know how long they've been here, based off of.
I guess that'd be a medicine, probably.
I know nothing.
I mean, you know they're dead.
They're just dead.
We should probably take some of their stuff to help us go down deeper.
We have to get down to them first.
Right, you're on
You
the
guys-
right now.
You guys can go. It already smells so good right here. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Well, I guess I'll climb down.
Okay.
Be careful.
You know what I'm about to ask you.
Constitution saving throw.
I need a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Wheelie climbs down about 20 feet, and then he just starts falling.
Oh yikes!
Are you okay, Wheelie? Yelling down there.
As he falls.
Well, nobody does anything. He's gonna fall like 80 feet.
Fine. I'll cast Polymorph on him.
How? You have to touch him, right? Oh no, it's range. I forgot you can do that. Okay, what are you turning him into?
Turning him to an ant, I suppose.
All right. Wheelie, you shrink down and you become an ant, and you're thinking about ant-like stuff.
I'm gonna wait until he hits the ground, and then I'm gonna transform him back.
Well, won't he die on impact?
I don't think ants are gonna take falling damage.
Yeah, they're so light that they terminal velocity isn't gonna get them.
Sorry, is polymorph a concentration spell, or is it like it's just a thing that happened?
It's a concentration up to an hour.
Oh, okay. So you can decide when they go back. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted a bird to like. Okay, that's fine.
What?
Can he
So here's the
concentrate
thing.
though with the amount of rancid smells from the bodies? So.
I mean, he's not next to them, so yes, yes, that's a good question. Okay, here's what happens. Wheelie, you still feel like crap because ants are living creatures. Unlike that weird tree thing, Eragon. Well, trees are living creatures. You are an organism. So you're just kind of lying face down on the grass below you. You actually land onto an ant pile.
Fuck off. This is my territory.
Yeah, you can't move.
Wait, so he's still an ant, right?
No, he's no longer an ant.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna roll into like a bush or something to hide.
I don't really think
and shake off the ants.
I don't really think you can roll, man. They just start biting you and it's really uncomfortable and itchy.
Oh my god. At least it's not poison ivy.
You're gonna have red spots all over your body.
Yeah.
It's happening.
You guys just watch him for like 20 minutes and then he gets
I'll crush you all.
Okay, you are no longer paralyzed. You intimidate the ants, but they don't respond because they don't understand?
Start stomping.
Okay, you start killing these. You just start stomping on these ants. Okay.
I mean, good thing Pog's not here, otherwise the whole place will be burning down.
What are you doing, Willie?
Can I make a perception check to see if there's like any other animals or people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. Other than the corpses.
I'll crush you, ants.
Alright. Coast looks clear.
I'm just gonna motion the group to come down and say that it's safe.
Why are we coming down?
I don't see anything, so it must be safe.
Could we?
Just jump down. 80 feet.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Fly boots.
Yep. Go ahead and give me that Constitution save. You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna throw down the rope. And it only goes to 60 feet.
Yes, so it'll get, like, you'll be 40 feet off the ground. Oh, I forgot Wheelie should take some poison damage. You take 6 poison damage, Wheelie. Yeah, I mean, you throw down a rope, it gets down, like, a little more than halfway off
Wait,
this
so are
giant
we all
tree.
going down?
It's up to you guys what you want to do.
Yeah, why are we going down?
Eventually.
I go down anyways.
We gotta find some star
Okay.
metal.
That's not until the 6th
Yeah.
layer.
I'm gonna climb down slowly.
You know what you gotta do.
Actually, hold on.
And as soon as I hit the end of the rope, we'll see what my Constitution saving throw is.
You are fine.
As soon as I get towards the end of the rope, I'm just gonna, like, let go and hope I land on Ganondorf to kind of push off of him.
You can absolutely attempt to catch her. Go ahead and make a strength check.
I'll also try and catch her.
Okay. Seems a little counter.
Then cannonball. Oh shit. Okay.
Dang. Okay, Wheelie, you get there first.
Thank you.
Yes, you are caught. You are fine.
Does Humphrey get sick again?
Sorry, there's a lot of dice being thrown at me right now.
I can roll for him. If you want.
Humphrey does throw up a little bit. He says, "I'll be fine. I'm sorry about the mess. It's very
He's
unsightly."
Paralyzed.
Yeah, he's just like lying in his own vomit. I would appreciate if you
clean
could
him up.
roll me out. Thank you, kind. Oh, this is difficult. And as you're cleaning out the vomit, some vomit falls on you as Galadriel starts falling.
Galadriel? I'm gonna try and catch her, I guess.
Alright, yeah. Go ahead and do that. Galadriel, you take 7.
I want to help.
Yes, absolutely. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, Isarya catches Galadriel?
Amazing.
I accidentally bump into Ganondorf
Yeah.
as we try to catch Galadriel.
Yeah, you both
It's
run
all
into each
in
other.
the thighs.
Thank you.
Good body mechanics, baby.
Nice catch.
Yeah. Anyway, so Galadriel, you take 7 poison. Yep.
I took it out of my hit points.
I guess everyone's going down.
We
We're gonna play catch the halfling again.
Somebody catch
Yeah,
Not
Odin needs
yet.
to be caught because he's also going to take 7 poison.
Wait, you never said Odin was falling. I guess. Okay.
There's a lot of dice coming at me, all right?
Hold on
God.
1 sec, real quick.
There's like
Okay, that would be for Odin.
My constitution should have been fine. Orza's was not, though.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So Orza, okay, it's
I've
fine.
got
You guys,
Flinty.
okay, you guys catch each other. But yeah, Flinty and Orza are gonna take some poison damage.
I hate this place.
Odin, you jumped in there.
Oh,
I did.
this is-
I rolled it to GM.
He did.
I forgot to
This
switch.
is just the second layer, baby. You're gonna have so much fun in the deeper ones.
Okay, so I'm the only one that hasn't gone down yet.
I guess so.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'll attempt to fly down. Yes.
All 7 of us are here, so you have 7 chances of catching you.
The odds are a lot better.
best fall. Eragon.
Is it Constitution
Gonna
saving
yell
throw?
up to
It is
him.
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yoshi doesn't have to make one.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah. Okay, well, he falls. Oh no, Wheelie. You run into a tree or something. I don't even know. Yeah, you get down there, but here's what happens. At this point, though, you guys are more familiar with this like strain of descent, and so while your limbs are numb, you can still move. It's just very uncomfortable, like the whole pins and needles sensation.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna make you guys like stand around for 20 minutes anymore because you've experienced this once. Your body's ready for it. Doing things is going to be a little difficult, but
How
that's
much
fine.
damage do we take?
If you failed 7 poison.
Oh, I hate this place.
And I believe who has the highest passive perception here? I think it's Galadriel, right? Usually it's Pog, but actually it might be Eric.
I have 11.
I have 12.
I have 12.
I have 13.
How do you guys have such high perception? What the fuck?
Galadriel has 16.
Aragon, you have 17.
Wait, I have 17?
Yeah,
Oh,
you have 17 passive perception.
never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
So Eragon has the highest. Okay. Eragon, although you are kind of wobbly on your legs, and things are kind of blurry as you're fighting through this headache and nausea, you happen to look up at the right time, and you see a flock of Corp Weavers flying, like diving in your direction, and actually they're like diving straight at you.
Guys, do you see that? They're coming straight at us.
Ladies and
Damn
gentlemen,
Hide. I'm gonna hide.
I don't think you have an early action to do that. So you know what this calls for?
No.
Thing for I guess surprise round.
You're not surprised because Eragon noticed it. Can you talk like Bugs Bunny from now on?
Perfect. Oh my god, yes.
Wabbit season.
Wabbit season.
Hold high.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
That's Daffy Duck that's very good, yeah. Alright. We need Galadriel. That's Orza's thing.
Sorry, I'm trying to read through
Forgot to
some of the
click on my
stuff.
token.
How to bard.
Mm-hmm.
Just need a roll from Galadriel.
Oh, I thought I hit it.
Doesn't look like it. I mean, even if it is 2 GM, it should still be fine, but I didn't see the roll at all in the chat, so... Are you still named D? Sorry.
I don't know why we've changed it so many times.
I mean, it also might... Whatever, that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's weird. That's not a big deal regardless. Okay. So here's what's happening. At the moment when Eragon noticed them, they are a good distance in the air away, but vertically they're not that far. So let's say that they're like 50 feet up, and they're diving right for your location. Yeah, so Flinty, you're first. What do you do?
I want to cast Synaptic Static and AoE
What?
all of them.
What? Oh, that's your AoE CC. I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
They have to make an intelligence save. That's an AoE fireball. Ooh, these babies are not very intelligent. They're pretty dumb.
Oh my god.
Nice, Flinty.
That did so much damage
Big.
to him.
I wanted to try that out. That was fun.
What does this look like?
I think it's like a giant mental energy ball, and it expands into a sphere that looks like it's a little electrified.
Okay, yeah.
And it's in the air because they're in the air, right?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you just sort of point towards the center of this flock, and like a crackling ball expands and sort of like implodes on itself before bursting outwards. And yeah, I mean, I guess this is just you. Their flight swoop is stopped as they are disoriented, and you see as like blood trickles out of their ears, pretty much, and they consider them synaptically static. So they subtract a d6 from all of their attacks and ability checks. They don't fall. Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna just be like a little proud of what I just did. Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Orza. What do you want Orza to do, Odin?
Bardic Inspiration on Ganondorf.
Very good. Orza pats you on the back and says, "I believe in you," and you feel bardically inspired.
I don't ever remember. It's
D6.
D6 when I want to use.
Yes.
For any roll.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't think there's. Yeah, pretty much like any roll. Yeah.
Where's that?
I mean, I guess. So yeah, next up is the Corp Sweeper. It has to subtract 1d6 from all of its rolls. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I feel like the Corp Sweeper is gonna do a flyby and just try and like grab a random person in this group. So let's see how many people are here. 8. Just roll a d8 and see who it grabs, or attempts to grab at least. Okay, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's going to make a strength check, and I'll subtract a d6 from it. Okay, Galadriel, can you go ahead and roll a strength check? You need to beat a 7, or tie a 7.
Yep.
You more than certainly beat that 7. This Corp Sweeper comes at you. It doesn't have talons. It kind of has like paws almost with claws. And it's fuzzy, and it swoops down and tries to grab you, but you can see it sort of stumbles midair, as it sort of loses its bearings, and then swooping back upwards, you sort of just duck out of its reach.
Can I make an attack of opportunity?
Same if we're within range.
These guys have flyby, so you can't. Yeah. But what they do is that they fly up. Let's see. This guy's movement is so they fly back up 30 feet. At least this guy does. So let's just do. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do like light token times 10 is the height, maybe. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Eragon, it's your turn.
Okay, so how much? Okay. So I'm gonna cast Call Lightning. Level 5.
Okay. Is that AoE?
Yes.
Where are you casting that then?
It's a 60-foot radius centered on a point you can see within range of you.
60-foot radius?
60 foot?
Radius?
So
radius. It's 120 feet wide.
Please don't cast that.
Yeah, right? That's
I
a whole
can-
map.
Way up in the air.
Sorry, range or radius?
60 foot's gonna wipe.
That's 120 feet.
120 feet at the top. It says range.
It says a
Range
storm.
and cast it.
No, it is a 60-foot radius. What the heck?
I can aim though, right?
It's 10 feet
okay,
tall though. It's 10
16.
feet tall. That's still ridiculous.
Well, they are 50 feet in the air, so as long as you
Yeah,
like,
no, it won't hit you because it's only 10 feet tall. But like 60 foot. Okay, yeah.
Holy
you
cow.
pretty much you call a thunderstorm, Eragon. You literally call a thunderstorm.
That's awesome.
And other random small animals start falling from the sky.
Bad druid.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Do they get
Sorry.
penalties to saving throws? Let's see.
I'm so sad.
Oh.
I could have hit a 50 on all of them.
So their saving throws are not affected by this. It looks like, but so anyways, some dexterity saving throws. Here we go.
50?
Yeah, it's 5d10 at level 5.
4. Wow, they rolled They rolled a lot better on their dexterities than their other ones. Okay, so you did total 27. So all except for one save. So half of 27 is 13. So they all take 13 lightning. And except for one who just takes the full 27. And actually
No.
No. That's
Hold on,
Isarya's.
that was- I
Oh,
did that.
sorry.
I did it by accident. It's the one above it.
It's still 27.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Because he rolled a 27 for his damage, yeah. And Eragon, they start to fly towards the ground and they land. Because these are not good flying conditions. Okay, so I'm just going to say that, like, these weavers are going to attempt to land on their turn.
Okay, cool.
You guys are strong.
Yep. Then that's it. I will end my turn.
Okay. Ganondorf.
I'd like to rage.
Okay. That
It does.
is cool with me. I'm just going to mark down their current heights, because I didn't really clarify that, but...
The one above Wheelie's flying in the air, right?
Yes, so it's going to be the number times 10. That's how many feet up in the air they are.
so 30 feet.
I'll fly up 30 feet.
Into the storm?
This guy's over here, not in the storm, is he?
It's a 120-foot wide storm.
But it's only 10
10
feet
foot
tall, though.
He's 30 feet up, and these other guys were 50 feet up, right?
Oh, I guess then this guy wouldn't have gotten hit, now that I think about it.
I'd be just below the storm by 10 feet.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Alright. And I'm gonna recklessly attack him.
Okay. Yeah, Ganondorf, you see him just fly up into the air with his sword of sharpness outstretched. I don't know if it rains, but...
Just a
Well, I'm ready
electric
just in
smoke.
case. Oh, damn.
And you pretty much, like, I feel like actually, like, what you do is that, like, with your sword of sharpness, you, like, cut off a wing, and you carry your momentum, and you spin around and slice through its abdomen, as its, like, entrails spill out, and you see it starts 16 plus 13.
They're 50 feet up in the air.
Oh, wow. Okay, actually, it doesn't kill it. It's very, very close. It's really, really, really bad off, but you see it start falling towards the ground as it's missing an entire wing. I guess since it's falling, it's going to take fall damage, actually, which that's going to kill it. And it lands it lands next to you guys, with a large thump and rumble, as, like, Corp Sweeper blood sort of just, like, splatters onto you guys.
And I guess the remaining, whatever, 10 feet of my... And I'm just going to start descending back down towards...
Yep.
These guys are falling.
Sounds good. Next up is one of the Corp Sweepers who is going to immediately descend. And I think the only thing you can hit is Yoshi. So this Corp Sweeper now flies to the ground, and on all fours, it skids to a halt in front of Yoshi and attempts to attack it. And the bite, it opens its mouth, and you see it has like, it doesn't have like two lips. It kind of has like flaps, for lack of a better word, that open in 3 directions, and each of these flaps is lined with very, very, very small rows of sharp teeth. And there's like 2 tongues that sort of shoot out, and Yoshi really quickly dodges around that. And then the next thing it does is, I guess like a squid, but predator style is a better one to think about it. It raises one of its 4 legs, and swipes down. So Yoshi's gonna take 12 slashing damage, and Yoshi is grappled.
Okay. Did you take into account the static synaptic?
I did not. So that's let me subtract a d6.
So that's to the attack roll.
Yes. 19 still hits. Thank you for reminding me, Koi.
And then I think it can roll intelligence again, right?
Yes, it can, to see if it saves against it. Which it does not, so. Okay, next up is Galadriel. Galadriel, Yoshi is being, like, held in this Corp Sweeper's hand.
Yes, so I'm going to Hunter's Mark him for my bonus action, and then use my Oath Bow to attack him and try to get him off Yoshi. So I find my character sheet, because it moved. There it is.
Wait, Josie.
Yes.
So actually, the call lightning, I'm reading it now. The 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius is just the cloud. So when I actually hit someone, I choose a point underneath the cloud and hit the targets there. It's not like the area of effect isn't actually the cloud itself, if that makes sense.
Well, I guess technically speaking, you would still hit them if you're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like it doesn't matter if it's over us, because I get to choose it. Okay.
Right. Okay, gotcha. In any case, the damage still works as they were all sort of grouped up. So.
Yeah.
Okay, with a 26, which definitely hits, for 25 damage. Yeah, you let loose an arrow, which just, like, this Corp Sweeper is in the middle of like devouring your animal, and Yoshi's just like trying to free itself from its talons, and you let a shot straight through the mouth that comes out the other side, and it falls over on top of Yoshi, who's still stuck. He's like still stuck in the grass, but the thing isn't moving anymore.
Okay. So I'm going to transfer my Hunter's Mark over to one of these. I don't know.
Yeah.
This matter which one, I guess. And then I'm going to move up to where Yoshi is, and I don't think I can really do anything.
You can make a second attack.
Yeah.
Where are you moving?
It's like freaking out. I was trying to move like right by Yoshi, and my screen's like freaking out, so it won't let me move my character.
Don't worry about it. I got you. You're
Okay.
going on an adventure on my screen.
Okay, I'm like, what is going on?
Try to drag it down. Your whole screen went up.
Oh, that's a bad roll.
Yeah, that one's not gonna do it. You slide next to Yoshi on one leg and let loose another arrow, which like the wind from the storm sort of blows it off course as it just curves past this Corp Sweeper.
Okay, and then that's the end of my turn.
It's Yoshi's turn. He can roll to escape.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do. What does he have to roll? Like a strength?
Strength or dex, yeah. Yeah, he pries open the claws and just like really quickly squirms out.
Nice. So I'm gonna move him to the other side of me.
Okay.
And then that'll be the end of this turn.
Cool.
He can.
Sorry. No, what's up?
Nothing. I went to go talk because Ganondorf asked me a question. So I didn't mean to talk in my mic.
Alright. Isarya, it is your turn. These Corpse Weavers look pretty bad.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast a fireball right in the middle of them.
Nice.
Crazy
Right there.
air conditions. Just like... like this giant storm and there's a random fireball and flying people.
They're like, surprise, motherfuckers.
I also want to be very clear, because they are wild animals. They are acting on like instinct alone, but you're not giving them a moment to like even move. Okay, let's roll some dex saves.
-6.
Not on the
yeah,
save.
minus
the
six.
save. The save doesn't get -6. It's only
I
for
see.
attacks and ability checks and Constitution saves to maintain concentration. Otherwise, their saves are normal, which doesn't matter. Here's the image. Like, this all happened basically within the span of 6 seconds. Eragon put up this storm front as lightning streaked through this flock of Corpse Weavers. Ganondorf flies up, cuts one down, and Isarya and Galadriel just like really quickly let loose 2 arrows. Isarya, you hurl a fireball into this raging storm above as it hits Corpse Weaver and explodes. And when the fire clears, they are just dead. That was a very well.
Can we eat them?
You can try if you want. And I also want to say, like, canonically there were more than 4, but they were like very, very scared off, like, as soon as this whole thing started. Like, this was a mistake. I know that felt easy, but
I have a feeling it won't be pretty soon.
But there's just like a bunch of Corpse Weavers that are just dead on the ground.
We showed them. Well, I didn't do anything, so you guys are all badass.
They're cooked though, right?
No, listen, if you stick something in an oven at 5,000 degrees for like half a second, it doesn't get cooked. That's not how this works.
It kills all the bacteria. Maybe it's like steak.
It kills the surface bacteria. So if you, I guess in that sense.
The inside is not cooked.
But it is fresh, so like you could eat it raw as long as you stay away from its digestive system, because that has gut bacteria, which you probably don't want to eat.
I mean, we can still cook it, right? We have fire. Like, we can make fire.
Yes, you can still cook
There's
it.
still a flame left over.
I mean, my dagger, I can activate it on fire or not, so...
I mean, I'm pretty sure a number of you have prestidigitation, which lets you light a campfire.
Does it let you do that?
Yes.
The fuck?
Dang, let's set up camp
I have this too.
again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, produce flame, yeah.
This shit.
Time for breakfast.
All right, let's cook these things up.
Oh my god.
Got our morning workout in. Now we're getting brunch.
Who's cooking?
Odin.
I am.
Mr. Barone.
I will help.
I will help. I didn't do anything.
I don't know if there's a role associated with this, but Odin, what do you guys do? I will say its anatomy is like kind of vaguely fowl-like.
Oh,
Tastes like
easy.
chicken.
You just grab onto its wings, and you just step on its back, and you just pull.
Okay, it doesn't fit under your foot. Like, it's many times your size.
Alright,
Just- And Groot sit
Pull
on
in
it.
opposite directions.
stand on
We just pull.
Yeah, okay. You spread out its wings, which is like it's like 20 feet wide, and you just pull in opposite directions, and there's like a really, really sickening deep crack and pop. And you just sort of I guess you just rip the wings off.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, no! It already
That's
smells really
hard
good.
to do with like foul. Whatever.
What do you mean? That's how you do it.
I know, but like it takes whatever.
I want to be within like view distance of the group, but I want to go around the perimeter a little bit to see if there's anything that we can possibly eat with our meal.
Oh wait, yeah.
Like berries or edible plants.
Why don't you go ahead and roll nature or survival?
Oh, let's see which one's better. Neither.
Can I go with her because I don't want to be near this?
I'm gonna be like chopping off like cubes of like meat from the Corp Sweepers.
Does Really know how to cook canonically?
No.
Okay, yeah, with an 11, I think
I get advantage if Eragon is helping me.
he can make his own check.
Oh yeah, okay, make your check, Eragon. Maybe
Okay.
you'll be better.
Nature or
Wait.
survival.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no.
damn it!
The blind leading the blind.
You find some well, here's the thing. Eragon finds some like pretty cool looking mushrooms, but Isarya is like they give you bad vibes. It's like no, you don't want to touch those. Isarya, with an 11, you don't recognize any of the fauna, but you find some relatively innocuous looking, let's say, berry bushes. And you pick them, and when you come back, your party has set up a fire. Wheelie is butchering meat very poorly.
Wait, we haven't rolled for that, so.
Do you want to roll for it? I mean, we don't have to roll every step of the way.
Wait, I want to eat the mushrooms.
Poorly.
He's pretty decent butcher.
I'm just
All
chopping.
those talks with the butcher in.
Eragon, I
Where?
need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
These mushrooms do not sit well in your stomach. And you feel the nausea you feel is very different than the strains of descent. This is just that you ate some bad mushrooms, like really bad mushrooms.
Oh.
That you're not okay. And you but hey, the world starts looking kind of funny.
And can I try and use an item?
What item do you want to use? You take 4 poison damage.
Oh,
Like,
not even.
Test out my Angler's World Fisher.
Yeah, sure. You pull out your fishing rod, and what do you say? It has a command word.
Maybe a command phrase?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go fishing.
I love it. And you just sort of just cast it, I guess. And when you cast the line,
appears?
yeah, not a puddle actually. Like it sort of just like disappears into a portal. And you can see into this portal. Here's what I'll say: the waters you're fishing in. I mean, you don't really know where it is realistically. Oh, let's do this. Okay, actually, this is really cool. You peer into this small portal, and you see what looks to be like these huge mushrooms, like hundreds of feet wide, and they're bowl-shaped, and they're holding like water. They're holding like steaming water, like hot water. And you see your line to sort of like plop into one of these mushroom bowls, and you start catching some interesting species of fish. So For fishing check, I have fishing rules, but why don't you go ahead and roll? You have advantage, so this is gonna be I guess survival or nature. Survival, yeah. Make survival check with advantage. Okay, yeah. You managed to nab a fish. It's like yay big. It looks really, really. It's like black and slimy, and it's like got two bulging eyes that are just sort of like looking like all chameleon-like. And you yank it out of this portal.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab it. I guess can I like cook it like marshmallows? Like put it on a stick and just dangle it over a fire?
Yeah,
You're gonna eat black squishy fish with bulging eyes?
It's gonna be cooked.
Ugh.
You guys get everything ready. So the meat from the Corp Weepers, it doesn't taste familiar, but it doesn't taste bad. It's actually like slightly sweet. And I guess depending how you prepped it, it's like a little gamey. It's very sinewy considering they are predators and they move around a lot. Corp Sweeper, sorry, I misspoke. Ganondorf, the fish you ate, it's like really slimy, but it tastes really good. Like really, really good. It's just got once you get past the texture, it's good.
It was like this big, so
yeah.
Do I need to eat all of it, or can I save?
You could probably get another meal out of it, yeah.
I guess let's save it in.
I mean, you can say you have, I don't know, a Tupperware box or something.
The used ration box.
Yeah, I don't know. Some Ziploc baggies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Then that they have a better.
And how much came off the Weepers? Like how many meals?
Yeah, like I want to say that like you use 2 to feed your current group, so I guess like the extra 8 from the other 2. They're pretty big.
Alright, so 8 meals total.
Yeah,
additional. Alright, I'm gonna pass that out to the group.
Okay. Everybody increase your rations by 1. And I'm assuming you are going to head towards the center.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we see what's on the human corpses?
Yeah, you can if you want. I mean, you just sort of walk up to examine, and they don't, like, I mean... Okay.
Are they, like, indications that they are of Zuko's group, or do they have anything related in terms of items?
I will say this. They don't look like soldiers. So probably not from Zuko's entourage. They look like adventurers. They're... You don't really find anything of note on them other than, again, just like random adventuring gear. They don't have any rations. It looks like those were like picked apart by smaller animals because these corpses have been here for some time. I mean, there's bloody clothes, I guess, if you want that.
Bloody what?
Clothing, because...
No. Any steel, though?
I mean, they have daggers.
I'll take, like, 1.
I don't know how big your inventory list is, man. Okay. As you guys head towards the center, you see a lot of...
hold on, sorry. Do we get a short rest from, like, the breakfast, or...?
Yeah, if you want a short rest, you totally can. It's up to you guys.
You guys should really try out these mushrooms. They're really good.
As you vomit all over yourself again. Wait, so we need to confirm if you're actually short resting before you use your hit dice.
Yeah, sorry, I was short resting while I was eating.
Okay.
I guess I'll play a little song.
What do you need? Wait, Odin, don't you have like full health?
That's for Urza.
Urza doesn't.
Oh, I see.
Who rolled a 1, which is unfortunate.
Wait,
Extra 1d6. Extra 1d6. Roll the d6. Because of the Song of Rest.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you can roll an
It's a
extra 1d6.
1d8
Oh, 1d8, sorry.
at 9th level. Yeah.
Wait, I rolled twice.
That's
Why
fine.
does it keep doing that? So I get 11. Okay. Oh,
Or just
perfect.
back
That's
to max.
exactly what I need.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, so how do we regain these hit dice again?
After a long rest, you regain up to half of your total hit dice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Up to your
Oh
max.
dang! I have 9 hit dice. Since when?
It's one level for it's one for each level. Yeah.
Oh snap! I guess I'll use one.
Yeah.
Taking a short.
You guys spend some time walking towards the center. And there's a lot of interesting fauna here. At one point you pass like sort of by a ginormous spider web. And your eyes meet the eyes of this like crazy huge crimson colored spider with a purple underbelly. And it sort of like hisses menacingly at you, but it doesn't really advance beyond its territory. You walk like by a small sort of like lake thing, and there are these animals that look like hippos, but they've got these long tusks. Like mammoths and 6 legs and 2 sets of ears, and they're just sort of grazing and grunting in this lake. And before long, I want to say at this point it's like late in the day, not at nighttime necessarily. You reach the center, and very interestingly, actually, in the you look down, and below you, you see sky, which is weird. You just see the sky. It's a little differently colored. It's slightly more purple tinted, but you also see what looks to be almost a wooden walkway that's quite a ways down, and you actually look around this hole, and there's a couple of like ladders, and there's actually a very long staircase that just goes down. So how do you go down this pit?
I'll follow the wooden pathway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow the wooden path.
I'm not going to make you roll 500 Constitution saving throws, but I will say that as you go down, it is unpleasant for a number of you. But as you go down this hole, the environment starts to shift, and you start to see trees growing upside down, as if gravity's completely inverted, but these like walkways are just suspended with these long ropes. You turn towards a source of rushing water, and it's a waterfall, but it's falling upwards.
I try to jump. Let's see what happens.
You jump normally.
Well, that's weird. I try to pour some water out of my water skin.
The water goes down.
What?
Yeah, things are weird. You've entered what they call this inverted forest, which you vaguely recall that this Delver spoke to you about. Yeah. There's like a couple of like weird like crosses between monkeys and sloths that are just chilling in these tree cups. But I mean, like, obviously you start to think like, who built this walkway? What's going on here, right? And as you sort of follow this walkway, just because you have nowhere else to go, because below you is just sky. There's just nothing there, unless you just want to jump straight down, but just DM's note, probably not a good idea. And you like find yourself like you start seeing like almost buildings, like treehouse, essentially, which are actually facing the correct way, not upside down. They were like built on these trees, and there's like signs of a civilization, or it's a very small community. And when you reach sort of like the end of this walkway, and there's just nothing at the end, but you look up and you can see sort of like what looks like a gondola, maybe like 60 feet up, and there's like this large observatory looking building just sort of suspended above you. What do you do?
Mm-hmm. I think I have vertigo.
Fly up there, right?
If you wanted to, yeah.
I can look at it and see what it is, if there's anyone in there.
Okay, yeah, you fly up, and as you pass over the threshold, there is a young woman, red-haired, like hair tied up in, or not tied up, hair in a ponytail. She's wearing like a maid's outfit, and she was like peering over. You didn't see it from your position down there, but as you fly up, you saw she was peering over, and you startle her. She sort of falls backwards, and like rams her head into the wall, and yelps. What do you do?
Is there like a window there that I can see this happening through, or is it like a doorway you said?
No, she's standing outside, like on the balcony. Yeah.
I guess I'll go help her up. Apologize for scaring her. Didn't mean to scare you.
Ow. Yeah, no, that's fine. Wow. Who are you guys?
We're Ballers and Bagpipes, an adventuring group.
That's a fun name. We don't get a lot of new faces down here this often. This is anyways, and she dusts herself off. Where are my manners? My name is Aisha. I am I guess you can say a steward, kind of. Do you guys want me to let down the gondola?
Yeah, if you could. Great.
Do you have any wheels and steel?
And she says, "Let me just check in real quick." And you hear her run towards the door. She run open to a window, and she you hear her yell inside, and she says, "Excuse me, Ozen, you have some visitors." And she runs over to like this sort of wheel mechanism and starts lowering this gondola. So you guys down below, there's this thing open for you. I'm assuming you go in, and you go up the gondola, or you fly up for style points. Yeah, you are sort of just welcomed into this like area, pretty much. And I guess you guys just like wait up there, or do you do anything? Aisha starts, talking with you and getting to know a little bit about every one of you.
Can I do an insight check on them? To see
Yeah.
if they're trustworthy?
Sure. Go ahead and roll insight.
Same.
I never.
Okay.
I can whisper. She's very friendly.
I like her already.
I don't think I've seen people like you before. Like you have, and she walks up to you, really, like your skin is green. Like what?
Yeah, I'm an orc.
Can I touch you?
It's a trap.
She just like very gingerly pokes your arm.
Is that why she fell over? A green person pop up in front of her?
Well, you're not green. You're like a deep brown, right? Canonically?
Half-Orc.
Right, but your skin color is like not
I
green.
guess
I think.
technically.
Actually, you know, she walks up to you and says, "You've got like pointy ears? Where did you guys come from?"
The surface world. They call it at the top of the well, or at the top of the abyss.
Oh, you came from up there.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Hey, I was born here.
Is Ozen your mom?
No, nothing like that. My that's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it, but she's kind of like an adoptive mom, I guess. I wouldn't say that. And as she's talking about this, the door slams open rather harshly. And before you is a very imposing woman. Odin, she is taller than you by at least half a foot. And she's got very, very interesting features about her. So she's wearing pretty much like not like a suit, like fancy suit, but she's wearing this sort of black, almost weird mix between a business uniform and some like fantasy adventuring gear. Her hair, the most like striking thing about her is that it's like completely monochrome. It's all black except for two white parts that form almost what look like oxen horns. And you see her, she's wearing this whistle that itself is shaped like the skull of an ox. It has two horns coming out of the side beyond the central like white whistle component. And she just sort of stares down at, so her eyes are just like all black. It's just completely black. She doesn't even have whites of her eyes. And she's just like looking at each of you, not saying anything.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have any wheels and steel?
You want to see my talking hamster?
Do you speak?
And Eragon, she walks over to you, standing a good like almost 2 feet taller than you, and she hunches over and gets really close in your face. And you actually hear like the bones in her back sort of cracking. And it's really unsettling. And she's just like looking at you. She's not like really trying to be threatening or anything. She's just observing you, I guess. But she's in your face. You can smell her breath. Her skin is like a sort of unnatural gray tint.
Oh, sorry about my friend here. He had some mushrooms and he might still be tripping.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out the white whistle and show it to her.
She, still hunched over, turns over to you, and she like recracks her back into position. Okay, yeah. She just sort of walks over to you and she extends a hand. By the way, I want to say, Ganondorf, your danger sense, she's not giving off like a threatening aura, but you're getting the sense that like you don't want to mess with her. Like, despite her, she has a toned frame. It's not like bulging with muscle, but there's like a disconnect because it's like you feel like she could absolutely wreck you. Just physically. Like, there's something that belies her physical experience. And Odin, I think with your, like, ability to size people up, she is somehow, not linearly, like she's many multiple times stronger than you, which doesn't make any sense.
When Ben was talking to Galadriel, he said that Ozen strong as 1,000 men, and that
Very blunt.
they were the strongest person and the strongest thing. First 4 players.
That's correct. He didn't really call her a person.
Yeah.
Ozen extends one of her hands, and sort of opens it, and she just says, "May I see that?"
This belongs to Adriana.
I know.
Do you know where she's at?
Aisha says, Ozen's, she really is a good person. Just, if you could, I wouldn't say no to her.
Okay, here you go.
She picks it up with 2 fingers, and she turns it over. And she walks into the observatory, and you can hear her say, "Come in." You guys walk in?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You guys walk into this, like, tree house, and it's somewhat spacious. It's cozy. It's very tall, which is good for her. And you walk into, like, sort of, it's not an office area, just like sort of like a area. There's like a table, a long study kind of. Behind it, there's a lot of books and scrolls and parchments, and there's also a lot of, like, tools, a lot of what looks to be archaeological tools. There's like a, brush and, like, small tiny picks for, like, clearing debris off of small items or curios. And Ozen just kind of sits down in this chair across from you guys. And she's just, like, holding this whistle in her hand, and just, like, occasionally she just, like, scratches at it and, like, picks at it.
So, have you seen Adriana? Or do you know where she's at? Is she okay?
Why are you here?
Well, we're here to rescue Adriana and get some star metal.
Star metal's the more important part.
To them, not to me.
Have you ever jumped from this height before?
I've seen many people come through, looking for greed, power, riches. Most of them don't come back. She puts the whistle in one of her coat pockets.
Can I have that back?
This?
It was given to us.
By whom?
Ben? Adriana's brother?
And how did he get it?
Adriana.
From Adriana, I'm guessing.
Ben said that he found it just like sitting outside his doorstep with the letter some months ago.
Oh, that's right. So he found it. It's just sitting on his doorstep with a letter that was addressed to me that said to meet her down here. Meet you at the bottom soon. So she's
Tell
expecting me.
What do you know about the Abyss?
We know that there's like 7 layers or so, and once you get past the 5th layer, you can't come back up, and each layer has some different effects that it does to your body.
You saw those corpses on the way here.
Yes.
You seem smart. Then you should know. Your friend is dead.
What do you mean, dead? Did you see her? Her body? Or are you just assuming?
I was the one who found the whistle.
And how did you know that I needed to meet Adriana?
I didn't. It belonged to somebody she knew, and I gave it back. Insight check.
The deception is if she's lying?
Deception is if you're lying.
Oh.
Insight is to see what other people's true intentions are.
I'll do insight as well.
Well, thank goodness she's dead. That's one less thing we have to do down here.
Where's insight?
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I have +2.
I have a strong feeling that she's not dead. It doesn't feel like that. She's my best friend. I would know.
Yeah? And that's your reason for going down? What are you gonna do, dig up her grave?
Did you put her in a grave?
That's where I found this whistle and her letter.
In a grave?
Some grave on the 4th layer.
Did you dig up her grave? Do you know that she's in there?
Let me whisper some people some things. Hold on. Sorry. It's multitasking is hard. Please stop being mean to me, DMs. Wow. I just got a DM saying that I'm stupid.
What?
He got a DM saying that he's stupid.
Ryan.
It wasn't me. It's really funny.
Let me whisper.
Oh, Ben told us though that Adriana was beyond the 5th layer. But Forza is saying that she was on the 4th layer.
And has Ben been to the 5th layer?
No, it's just a...
Yeah, I know. I think Ozen knows what she's talking about. It's just get the star medal?
Irremissible.
I don't think so.
I will be... You interest me. Aisha, prepare some rooms for them. I am interested about each of you, about your purpose for being here. No one just goes into the abyss for fun.
I didn't say we were doing it for fun. I'm here to get my best friend and also to get some star metal. We're not having fun. Trust me, going through all of these.
It seems the abyss is calling out to you.
Yeah.
And she gives you just the creepiest grin.
Okay, guys, let's follow Aisha to our rooms.
She dangles the whistle and she says, I'll give this back to you.
Thank you.
When you're ready. And she puts it back into her pocket.
Damn.
I have some
Not.
things to attend to.
I'm
And
just gonna stare at Ozen and just look at her, and I'm just gonna be like, I know.
Okay. She does not visibly react, but you feel like she recognizes your acknowledgement. And as she walks out to a different room and leave, and she says, oh, and while you're here, please make sure to give yourselves good scrubbing. I can't stand how badly you reek of vomit.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
I'm gonna take out a piece of my bat guano.
Okay.
Just hold it in my hand.
Don't
know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but
Aisha was standing next to you this entire time, and when Ozen leaves, it's like she was holding her breath the entire time. She lets out like the biggest sigh of relief. Yeah, just follow me and we'll get you situated.
Can you tell us more about Ozen?
While you're walking to your rooms, and so she leads you around the area and just shows you like all the facilities. There's a kitchen. There's some rooms just like scattered about, not enough for one for each of you. So you might have to share. But that's fine. There's like a washroom. That's what I am for with a wash basin and stuff like that. It's pretty surprising the amenities that they would have down here. Aisha tells you, yeah, I said I would tell you later. Guess now is later. So, my parents, well, they are delvers, and they had me while they were down here, pretty much. Ozen says she found me crying amidst a pile of rubble. I don't really know what happens, but I've lived long enough to know that my parents are long gone. I don't know if they're dead, but they're not here. So I was more or less raised by her, and it was interesting. She was never mean to me. And there are other people down here. I'm sure you've noticed the buildings, and this is sort of like a small rest stop for people who want to go deeper. Ozen's just... Honestly, I know she's basically my mom, but I don't really know too much about her, except that she's pretty legendary amongst all the Delvers. And she's really, really, really freakishly strong. Isarya, can you make a stealth check? Or sleight of hand check, maybe real quick? Why would you do that?
Isarya.
I trailed behind everybody. I made sure nobody was looking.
Isarya.
Why would you do that?
She said we smelled bad.
I'm gonna.
It's
have to
true.
clean it
Look
up.
at me.
But I'm the one who has to clean it up.
Not if you don't look the other way and pretend it never happened.
But I also live here.
Is this her room or yours?
That's just. It's just. I mean, even if it's not our rooms, like, how would you feel if somebody just walked into your home and just smeared bat poop onto a corner?
Somebody did. My home is destroyed. I lost my dragon. I lost my dad. Odin blew up a barn in my town. Girl, believe me. I've been there. This is a little piece of chaos that I can control.
Galadriel, can I have you roll? Who was it that wanted to like? Who was it that asked Aisha about Ozen? I forgot. I'm sorry.
I did. Galadriel.
Okay, can I have you roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, that's good.
Ozen was close with Adriana. I was too, actually. She was there when I was growing up. She wasn't there for long, but it seemed like they were good friends, at least.
So is she really dead?
I mean, why would... If she's close friends with her, how come she doesn't even know if Adriana's dead or not?
I got the feeling that she didn't really know whether she was dead or not.
Same.
Ozen has seen a lot of people come and go. She's seen a lot of people that she cared about never come back. And I don't know how old she is. Some legends say that she's over 500 years old, but I think over time she's just sort of become numb to everything. The Abyss changes you, you know. And Ozen, she's been far down. I don't think she's been past the 5th or past the 6th layer. But she's been here for a long time. And when you're down for that long, it changes a person. She set up this outpost in the 1st layer because when somebody decides to go further down, they need to have a certain amount of perseverance and tenacity to do so. And I think she's seen too many people die. Ozen really does care. I know she's difficult from the outside, but I think she just wants to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into.
Still no excuse for lying about Adriana.
I don't know why she'd do that either.
So you said she's been down to the 6th level. That must mean that she also has a whistle, correct?
To clarify, she's been to the 5th.
Okay.
People don't really come back from the 6th layer. And Ganondorf, to answer that question, I mean, kind of. It's just weird because, like, that person hasn't really been developed further in the story, so it's just gonna be what I decide for Adriana to be. But for the most part, like, kind of, yeah. And yeah, I'm sorry I can't be more help. I wish I could tell you. I guess I wish I knew more about my own mom. I'm happy to talk with you. That's sort of my duty, I guess. If you have any questions about the Abyss, I can be of help. I haven't really gone beyond the first layer myself, but I'm okay with being the caretaker here. There's a lot of people that come by and need help.
Do you know where we can find star metal?
Yeah.
6th layer.
If that's what you've been told, then you're correct. People have been down here ever searching for star metal. Do you know what they use that stuff for?
I don't know.
It was a rhetorical question, but
It's so powerful enough to make a car.
So
Yeah,
if it's in the 6th layer and no one comes back from the 6th layer, have you seen people bring it back?
Right, it used to be across all layers of the, but people are greedy. And so as they kept going deeper and deeper and exhausting all the sources, here we are today. But I think beyond that, a lot of those who came searching for star metal found something more powerful that draws them towards the bottom. And I don't know what it is. I feel it. I'm sure you all feel it too. There's something that calls us down there. And although the Abyss calls indiscriminately, there's not many who are prepared to brave its depth. Ozen is kind of like a stopgap, your first real checkpoint. I don't know what you guys faced in the 2nd layer, but seeing the state at which you came here, you guys seemed like you can really handle yourself, but the difficulty, it scales pretty hard once you descend beyond here. I guess in a sense, she's just wants to make sure that you're humble and on your toes.
We're on the 3rd level right now?
No, 3rd level's below.
On 2nd.
Right now you're on essentially the lowest level of the 2nd layer, the inverted forest.
They're like an apothecary here or something.
Yeah, I mean we sell some basic goods if that's we have basic goods if that's what you need.
Still a Costco.
I don't know what that is.
We should wash ourselves and then, maybe we can ask Ozen more information.
Yeah, you guys don't smell the best. Should.
Do you have a visitor's log?
Not really. Why?
Do you know of any someone that may have came through called Prenzuko?
I don't think so. Some people are crazy enough to just sort of jump down. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm sure you've experienced the strains of descent at this point. Yeah, I mean, beyond just that, falling thousands of feet probably isn't the best.
Right.
I would puke so much.
Well, that solves the Zuko problem. He killed himself.
That just leaves star metal.
I'm still going for Adriana because she's not dead.
I can tell that.
Is it 6th layer?
Yes.
You have to go all the way down anyway.
And then figure out how to come back.
Yeah, we have to go past the point of no return.
Isn't that what the white whistles are for? To get us back up?
I don't know what they're used for. And I only know that she's had it with her for as long as I can remember. At least before she adopted me. White whistles, they're legends amongst delvers, you know. But nobody really knows how they get them. It's kind of mysterious.
Are there any other other type of whistles?
This is DM saying this, no, because it's a bit much. But no. Yeah, so the only unfortunate thing is that the white whistle seems kind of arbitrary, but we're rolling with it.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're used for, but whatever they are used for, I do know that they can only be used by their original owner. It is weird to see a white whistle without its owner.
Hmm. We'll have to figure out maybe where they came from, because we're going to need one if we're going to make it back up.
If that's what they're used for, at least.
Right.
You heard any rumors about Druid?
Only tangentially. Maybe I should ask Ozen about it, but from what I hear, Druid is kind of messed up in the head. It's not that he's crazy in the sense that he's lost his mind, but I don't know. I've just been told that he's weird. Then again, there's not really many people who come back up from the 5th layer specifically to hear and tells us about that. I'm sure that with how few white whistles there are out there, Ozen might know more about.
Did Druid go down to the 5th level? Is that where you guys think he is?
Well, the thing that we all know is Druid, it sounds like he has sort of a forward operating base on the 5th level. I don't know what he does there. I'm told he's sort of trying to figure out safe passage to the 6th layer. I don't really know what the curse entails when you're there, but it sounds like for most people it makes the return trip impossible.
Yeah, we were told to stay away from him, but if he's got a plan to get to the 6th floor, we might have to meet up with him.
The thing I do know about the 5th layer, called the Sea of Corpses, is the entire thing is, other than a frozen wasteland, entirely covered by very, very thick ocean. Thousands of feet deep. I don't even know if you could swim past it without a weight, without some other help. So I'm guessing he's trying to figure out how to actually get through it, but clearly, I mean, I would guess that maybe he figured it out already, or some other people have figured it out. Maybe your friend who, and by the way, I don't know, well, I do know this Adriana, but I don't think she would be one to get herself killed.
Yeah, me neither.
So like it's an actual sea? Like sea of corpses, but it's actual...
I haven't been there, so I don't, it's only what I've been told and what I see in some of the drawings. Hey, listen, it's getting kind of late, and I need to clean up some poop. Why don't you guys wash yourselves up, and Galadriel, have hope. Keep that faith. I'm sure Adriana's down there waiting for you. I think Ozen just wants to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into.
I understand.
She's
Thank
still...
you, Aisha.
Of course. And Aisha goes over to the corner that Isarya spread.
I feel bad. I'm gonna go pick it up.
I don't think...
Put it back in my pocket.
It's still... Yeah, I mean, it's not like a solid object. It's... You sort of smeared it.
Well, I scoop it up and I roll it in my hand. I'm already dirty. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying the start of this arc. I think it's going to be really interesting. There's a lot of cool ecosystems and environments. There's a lot of, I think, pretty difficult challenges ahead. I know it hasn't been that way. I'm also need to tune things now, knowing what the full power of a level 9 party is, and how Ganondorf has a freaking like DC 19 save on his spells. But yeah,
we almost died just trying to climb down. What are you talking about?
that's true. Climbing down seemed to be an issue. I hope that you guys feel challenged beyond just the annoying curse of the descent, because I don't know. I just want this to be compelling. So, in any case,
I like it so far.
Yeah, I like
you. So you use my brain.
It's gonna be hard. Wait, next week we have a few people.
Yes, Friday's gonna be down maybe 3 people, so that'll be.
Oh my god! Wait, who?
Probably shouldn't run if we're gonna be missing that many.
It's Jarius may be gone, but you're gonna be gone, Koi, and Dynasty's gonna be gone. Right, Koi's gone Friday and Saturday.
Yeah,
my concerts I usually get home at like 10, so.
Right.
Oh shoot. I will actually be gone Friday, Saturday also.
Oh. Okay, no, we can just like not do Friday then, because Saturday, yeah, Friday we can just not do Friday. I'm cool with that.
And then Saturday we're missing 2.
Saturday, yeah, I mean, Danger might just be missing forever, but
hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. I know he's super busy with end of stuff. We'll play it by ear. But in any case, maybe longer waits just make you more excited to get back into it. So
True. 4-hour sessions. Oh yeah.
Tonight it was long. But you guys stayed engaged, and I'm glad that at least so far it's interesting. The journey's interesting. So have a good night, everybody. Get some rest, and maybe we'll see some of you on Saturday.
Okay.
Well, good. Thank you, Josie.